Hello, welcome back to another TCAP commentary. Right, today we are going to look at Ernest Timmons, the guy from the base. Right, I don't know what his title is, but anyway, we're gonna watch him again. Right, we've already seen him, but this is a remaster, right, a rewatch, whatever you want to call it. Right. Anyway, yeah. So today's gonna be a very short video. Like whenever I record Ernest Timmons, these videos are like maybe 15-20 minutes long. So yeah, expect a quick and easy, chill little video for you to maybe just chew on a little bit, right? But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get started. If you like TCAP, sorry, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos, right? I just woke up, but you know, I'm on it, right? I'm on it. I'm excited. Anyway, let's get started. I haven't done this.
Okay, that's gonna be Joker. He's supposed to be in a mid-sized Chevy, he said.
Here comes another suspect who will also try to play this as a big misunderstanding. He's 33-year-old Ernest Timmons, a mechanic for the United States Air Force. Calling himself Joker 34, he's been chatting online about having sex with a girl who tells him she's 13.
What do you want me to do?
Whatever you want. But I thought you wanted the real thing. Maybe you're just thinking with my head.
No, I want the real thing. I'm scared to get caught with a minor.
Then don't tell anyone.
Then the military man asks,
you know, I gotta say, right, these decoys, at least the messaging decoys, yo, they were very, very sassy. I don't know how to explain it, but they were like always choosing the aggressive, you know, a voice option, right? Like it's like, don't tell anybody. Like
the decoy for a photo of her breasts.
Do you have a picture of your boobies I could see? Please?
I don't have my camera. You could bring one.
To do what?
I don't know.
And here he comes, camera at the ready.
Casey.
Online, he told the decoy that he wouldn't be able to stay for long.
Glad you can make it.
No idle chit-chat for this man. He wastes no time making it clear he wants to get busy.
Come sit down. I made some brownies. Want some?
Okay. Listen up. I'm glad he didn't get no brownies because, you know, we'll watch him. This will just be it. Anyway, so the brownies, they are extremely old. Like they're stale, like really, really stale. And I'm glad he didn't get any. But I gotta mention one thing, right? If I can, right? Can I? Of course I can. Anyway, so you know, Chris is right. Ernest Timmons really didn't say anything. This guy really was here to just to take pictures and leave. Like most of the other guys, right? All the other predators. They kind of want to feel attached to the decoy, like in some sense. They you know, they like them. Some of them are stupid enough to say that they love them, right? Crazy, but yeah, Ernest Timmons was not all about that, right? He was there to take pictures, right? Call up Peter Parker, right? Anyway, that was such a lame.
Are you sure?
Yeah, can we just go upstairs for a little bit?
Upstairs?
Oh, let's just hang out here for a little bit. Why don't you sit down?
Okay. Well, I need to get
sit
going here
down,
a
it'll
little
be
bit.
I need to leave.
Yeah. His eyes were bugging out of his head, so I knew he was either gonna do something really quick or he was just gonna take off. Well, weren't you gonna bring me lotion or anything?
Oh, no, I don't have any.
Oh, because I thought you were gonna teach me some stuff, that's all.
Is everything?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, actually, everything is just fine, but I need you to have a seat right there, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Put the camera down. Just have a seat, please. Have a seat.
Now watch how fast his story changes. From a man appearing eager to take photos of our decoy to a mere victim of circumstance.
Sir, my friend told me to come here to bring the camera and...
Your friend told you to come here.
Yes, sir.
And who's your friend?
A guy named Kevin.
Kevin. And what's Kevin's last name?
I don't know.
How long have you known this friend, Kevin?
We just met on the base.
On the McBee.
So you were going to come in, and you have your camera ready, and you say to the girl who you think is 13...
Also, I'm pretty sure this is the house where Chris wore a stab-proof vest. Like, Chris, you're not in the hood, right? Or maybe he is. I don't really know where this house is. I'm pretty sure it's in Florida, though. I mean, you got to be careful with the Florida man, right? But thanks. Anyway,
And you say to the girl who
I
you
don't wanna get
think
stabbed,
is
is what Chris said.
13, or your friend thinks is 13,
I
that
don't
you want to
know
run
exactly.
you want to run upstairs because you only have a little bit of time. Do you see why this does not make sense?
Yes, sir. I perfectly... Why do you think I'm just as stunned as you are?
Well, you're
you're
stunned
stunned
because you got
because you got
caught.
caught.
That's why you're stunned. Because I think you're telling a big fat lie to me right now.
I'm not telling you lies, sir.
Doesn't make...
He really does sweat like a boatload, right? Excuse my language, though. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, I've been getting into these like weird lies, like you know, what the flip? Like, who says that? Me, right? I say those things.
Makes sense.
I know.
As the Air Force mechanic sweats profusely, he reveals he's about to be deployed to Iraq.
I leave in about a week and a half.
And so you stopped by here for a quickie with a 13-year-old before you went over to Iraq?
No, sir, I was a joke.
It turns out the 33-year-old military man is married. His wife's picture is on the camera.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
I have a kid, yes.
You have a kid. How old is your kid?
She's 7.
Why would a man in the military,
Why would a guy
with a wife and child at home, come hustling nervous into this house with a camera and ask a girl you think is 13 to go upstairs to do what?
I don't...
watch football? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so look. I'm just saying, right? Maybe the wife doesn't put out any. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please, I'm just joking. It's so baffling that to make a defense for himself, right? Ernest Timmons, right? This guy, he's like, Chris, you want to know how I can prove my innocence to you? Chris Hansen, if that even is your real name, right? Who knows, right? I'm gonna show you my family photos in his camera. Like, what was the plan there? Like, what, did he really think that Chris was gonna go, oh, you're a family man, and then just let him go? I mean, obviously, they are just trying anything. We've seen so many episodes where they just try the craziest things to say. Like, one of them goes, I just came here for the beach. You know, I'm here for the beach, right? Like, in this house. Which is kind of stupid, but anyway, yeah. I just can't believe it. He has really said nothing. You know, he's gone, oh, I was lied to, and that was it.
Into this house with a camera and ask a girl you think is 13 to go upstairs to do what?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No matter how implausible the man's story is, he sticks to it.
To me, Ernest.
Oh, here's something.
You have to be earnest. Ooh, stop playing, y'all. I make these jokes, right? I'm so funny. I should be a comedian anyway, you know, because like earnest, like you need.
You seem concerned about seeing those TV shows of people getting caught.
Oh, those guys.
Have you watched those shows?
No, sir.
Because you're about to be on one.
Oh, man.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids online.
Oh, please, sir. I was told as a friend to come...
Night, you know, you already know.
Please, sir.
Look at him. Oh, I pressed B. I didn't press the space bar.
Oh, please, sir.
Stop crying. There he is. Oh, I can barely see it. He's like a blur, but still. Chris, what are you doing, right? Chris, pay attention, right? What is happening to Chris Hansen? How dare you make this face? He's like, man, I can't believe I'm still doing this, right? I mean, even Chris Hansen is still doing, you know, he's still catching bad guys, even now. Which is fantastic to hear. You gotta admit, right? But he's only in the Michigan area, mainly because of the ghost team and all that. But y'all don't care. Yeah, I don't care about that. You know, he needs to go back to California, to Texas. Even though I wouldn't come back to Texas though, because I feel like most of the problems from TCAP came from the Texas things, which I hate my state is like this. But anyway, yeah, I'm just saying, Chris, like, go around. I know they went to like Kentucky or something like that, and they did really bad there. But still.
I was told as a friend to come over. That was it.
And that's your story.
That's my story.
And you're sticking to it.
Yes, sir.
Now he'll get a chance to tell his story to the police.
To the cops.
Police department. Let go of your camera. Easy. Yes, sir. Let go.
I would have stepped on his back, right? I would have. If this was what was that one guy's name? Oh man, the one with the bad back. Oh, I forgot his name. Well, you know who I'm talking about, right? The one with the bad back. He's like, oh, my back. If that was him, I would have stepped on his back, right? He wouldn't have had it, right? I would have caught him.
Horse behind your back. Relax.
Steal his camera.
And apparently the police don't buy his story either. After he's arrested.
Okay, I gotta say something too, because I almost forgot. Anyway, so the whole, like, imagine being displayed, like, this was a big deal. Like, not saying that getting on the TV nowadays isn't as bad, but I would honestly prefer to be, okay, look, I would never do something like this, obviously. I would never do something like this, but I would prefer to be caught by okay. To be fair, Chris Hansen has garnered the name. My whole defense is kind of, or my whole hypothetical is kind of falling apart as I'm saying it. But in this day, I would. Okay, what am I trying to say? Nowadays, I'd rather be caught by like news rather than being caught by like someone who's like famous online, like Skeeter Jean or something, because he gets views like crazy. Not saying Chris Hansen doesn't, because they honestly do get the same amount ish. Well, actually, Chris gets less. But I would honestly rather get caught by news today than, let's just say, I don't know, Mr. Beast. Somehow he starts doing whatever, you know, you're a fraudster, right, or something. I would rather get televised on TV than televised on YouTube or something like that, is what I'm trying to say. But back then, this is what that was. It's like being caught by the worst, you know, this is the worst ending you could get if you were doing something like this, honestly, is being caught by Chris Hansen.
Did police question him, and later he's brought before a judge who sets his bail at $50,000.
Mr. Timmons, your charges are attempted sexual assault and attempted...
At $50,000.
I forget. I'm not good with Asian names. He has a pretty Asian name. I don't remember it. Cause something. I feel so bad because I'm not doing it on purpose, obviously. I forgot his name. I don't know.
Him, and later he's brought before a judge who sets his bail at $50,000.
Mr. Timmons, your charges are attempted sexual assault and attempted luring. Bail is set at $50,000. Note 10.
Okay, what is that? And then there's a SpongeBob Predator. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for today. You know what I mean? Just a quick little video. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, just chillax, right? Yeah, I've been really busy working on true crime videos. They've been really fucking fun. I just cursed. How dare I? They've been very fun. And yeah, I've just been working on it. School has been kind of on my ass, realistically. So, and it's also the beginning of the year, so I feel a little bit less like, I feel tired of living. I know it sounds so bad, but it's like I don't want to go to school. You know, editing, it's a little bit of a drag. You know what I mean? I'd like to hang out with my friends and all that stuff, but anyway, yeah. That'll be it for today. I don't know when I'll see you. You know what I mean? It could be in, you know, 5 minutes, or it could be in 10 hours, right? Hello, welcome back to the TCAP commentary, right? So, today we're going to watch the Noodle Guy, also known as David Demers. Our good friend David, right? So, yeah, we're going to watch him. It's been a while since I've last watched TCAP. It's been like, I don't know. It's been so long I can't even remember. But anyway, we're gonna watch David Demers now, and yeah, so we're gonna check out the video, right? We know that David is a good guy, right? He's a very gentlemanly like guy. Anyway, so yeah, if you like TCAP, check out the channel. Whatever.
Yep, that's him. He's walking up. He's scoping the house out.
And back at the house, the parade continues.
Back at the house.
Good, how are you? How's it going?
This is 31-year-old David Demers.
You can sit down if you want. Thanks.
Demers teaches video technology.
Slow-mo, right? You know, I wonder if like there was some intern or something on the editing part that was like, you know, what would make our what is it called? Our viewers skyrocket, right? Is a slow-mo.
Thanks.
Demers teaches video technology at a trade college in Orlando. Using the screen name WOULDA Video, he chats online with a decoy.
I never noticed the dog. What the flip, right? How dare you, right? No one told me about the dog. That's crazy. It sucks. I mean, I hope that this dog is of age, right? I mean, that's a joke. I mean, in dog years, maybe, but who knows?
Named Annie, who tells him she's 14.
Annie.
And right from the start, Demers seems to know he's asking for trouble.
Well, having any type of romantic relationship with someone younger than 18 is walking on thin ice.
You think so?
The decoy tells him she had sex with her ex-boyfriend, but didn't like it very much. Then, like many of the men we meet, Demers becomes a sex education teacher, explaining the benefits of sex in a swimming pool.
What a weirdo.
And the sensation for you is like having sex on a cloud.
Then, a class in Sexual Positions 101.
Missionary is the first one. Doggy style is the second one.
And when the girl asks about group sex, he describes it in graphic detail.
Simply put, one guy has his in her mouth.
There's blank.
Oh, jeez.
The other guy has his in her
dang.
or her.
Oh, dang.
I love teaching you. It's so fun.
He sends her pictures.
Oh, Christ on a bike, right? Christ on a crutch, right? Bro, I don't know why I looked at the dog. He's like, yeah, man, he does this stuff often, right? I have to endure this. Like, what the hell, man? Like, imagine you see like part of the dog over here. That's so awful.
Of his penis and wants to know how he compares to her old boyfriend.
Did it look bigger than Steven's?
Yeah.
Do you want it inside you?
Yeah.
But just to cover his tracks, he suggests this.
Sure.
Don't leave our conversations open when you leave the computer.
Oh, the narrator locked in. He could have gone, oh, don't leave our conversations open when you leave the computer. But no, he had to lock in. He got closer to the mic and everything, right?
Conversations open when you leave the computer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just using my noodle. I'll use this noodle so that you can use my other noodle.
I thought you were the one over there. When I drove by, I saw.
Now, Demers is in the undercover.
Pure Riz, by the way. Oh, I love the way he stands too. This is just kind of goofy. But anyway, he's like, oh, I thought you were over there, but you weren't over there. You were over here, right? And I turned the car. And this looks like a restaurant anyway.
The undercover house and wants to give our decoy a hug.
How's it going?
Good, you can sit down.
Oh.
No hug tonight. Why don't you have a seat right over there, please? What are you up to?
I don't know. I'm in a bad spot.
Why don't you describe that spot for me?
Alone. I'm not going to deny it. I mean, obviously I'm here and whatever, so...
I mean, is that appropriate to send to a girl who says she's 14?
No, not at all.
Lounging around naked?
I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong, and I just couldn't stop.
What was your plan?
Is it some form of addiction to the internet? I feel like Chris would have landed the most hottest, the strongest point to ever say, like, oh, are you addicted to the internet? But anyway, shout out to the goatee, by the way. You know, a legendary, facial hair cut, by the way. A lot of people can't rock it, but it is legendary, man. Like, people like this that rock it, it's so iconic, right?
I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong, and I just couldn't stop.
What was your plan here tonight? Do you think you would have had sex with this girl if she was willing?
If it would have come to it.
Did you bring condoms?
Mm-hmm.
What else did you bring?
Massage oil.
Massage oil.
Yeah.
You know what's going on here?
Yes, I do.
You know who I am?
I don't know who you are. I have an idea.
Who do you think?
You're the cop.
I believe you're some sort of detective or police officer.
Everyone knows that Chris loves whenever he gets mistook by police. He's like, I'm not the police, right? I can't arrest you. But still, though, he loves it when people are like, oh, you think I could be a detective, right? Look at me in my all black suit with a red maroon, orange maroon. I don't know, but
Idea.
Who do you think?
I believe you're some sort of detective or police officer.
Well, I'm not.
No.
You'd be wrong there. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
It's even worse.
On adult.
Oh man, don't you even start with me. Don't you start with me. Raw night, bro. Get out of the shot before I kill you, right? Don't make me slap you across the face right now. I'll do it.
You'd be wrong there. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
You snap my whole body into like a million pieces, right? But still, I'll do it.
And we're doing.
Look at him, man. Raw Knight tried his hardest, right? But he just didn't care, right? Because I mean, what could we honestly do about it? Like the cameraman is not gonna go, hey, Raw Knight, move out the way, right? If he ever did that, Raw Knight would have snapped his neck into like, he would have twisted his head like 50 times, and all that stuff.
Story on adults who try to meet young teens online for sex.
I would deny nothing. It's all there, black and white. This is probably what I needed to straighten up. Scared the hell out of me. I should have scared the hell out of me as soon as she said she was 14. I should have just been like, bye. And that's what I'm going to do from now on.
Okay.
I gotta commend David for at least understanding that, like, yeah, you know what, like, yeah, this is actually pretty messed up. I mean, he's not the first, and he probably won't be the last. But still, though, when I was watching TCAP back in the day, right? Because we haven't remastered this one. It's been a very long time. Like, I didn't really. Oh, maybe I did. Who knows? I honestly don't remember. That was like 2.5 years ago. It's been that long. That's crazy. I'm 23 now. Oh my God! Don't remind me. Oh Lord, 23 whole years. I should die, right? Anyway, I'm on one. But yeah, like David Demers, he at least understands that, you know, it's like, yeah, this is pretty messed up. I mean, most people do when they get caught. I mean, he wouldn't think it would be messed up if he actually got through with it. But we have people like David Schumacher, who is just like, oh, it was just a chat room, dude. Like, what do you want about? And denies it. But
Gentlemen, have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But for Demers, it may not be such a good night.
On the ground. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground.
He later pleaded not guilty to 3 felony counts.
But I thought that he can't deny it. I mean, he literally said it like a second ago.
Who do you think?
I believe you.
I'm Chris Hansen, adults who young teens.
I will deny nothing.
I would deny nothing. That denies it, man. Oh, David, you disappointed me, right? I'm so disappointed. What?
To a minor. Computer to expose you to 3 felony counts, including using a computer to expose himself to a minor.
He was found guilty in 2007 on 3 charges. He was to serve 2 years, 1 month in prison, 8 years of probation. I don't know what this font is, by the way. Like, what is happening here? I mean, I guess that's it. Well, shout out to Catch a Predator. New videos daily. Actually, I'm going to test if that's the case. I will deny nothing. It's all there in black and white. Proceeds to plead not guilty. Yeah, like what? Also, should we watch? Yo, I want to watch this one. I need to talk about it. I'll watch it later. I mean, I'll watch it the next time I watch TCAP, right? Yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, are these daily still? Nope. What a liar, right? What the flip, man? You lied to me. You know, we have the TCAP videos daily, but that was 4 years ago. My God. He stopped on June 18, 2020. Turns out that they weren't daily. They were, I mean, they could be every 4 years. I mean, he could come back the next day, right? Who knows? Maybe he just changed the title today. Who knows? But anyway, let's just get through this video. Well, let's have the outro. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna end this here, right? Shout out to David Demers for being a predator. I don't know why I said that. It's just a joke. Anyway, so yeah, let's get started. The video's over. Goodbye. Well, actually, before I leave, I'm unsure of when I'll watch the next episode because I've been pretty busy doing the TCAP videos. Not the TCAP, the true crime videos. But yeah, we'll see when I watch the next video. It could be in 3 months. It could be, next week. Who knows, right? But yeah, we'll see when I catch you next time. I just have a hunch that it's like very, very soon for some reason. Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary, right? So listen up, right? Listen up. Alrighty, so today we are gonna watch Michael Patterson, right? Michael Patterson. He's one of those guys to me that I like watching whenever I do watch it, because the way he gets instant justice by getting tased is phenomenal, right? But yeah, we're gonna get to watching this video. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos ready to be watched by your eyes. Anyway, so I do gotta say one thing though. Sorry, I just ate. I haven't watched TCAP in a really long time, so I don't know if I still have it in me, right? I don't know if I can still do it, right? But I'll try my damnedest, right? I'm trying. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get to it, right? Like I said, if you like TCAP, you know what to do. Yeah, I don't know when's the last time I released something. Probably like a year ago or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started, right? I'm excited.
All right, John Raven says he's about 55 miles away.
At 7 p.m. on Saturday night, a perverted justice decoy starts chatting online with a man from Indiana. 5.5 hours away from our undercover house in
5.5
Bowling Green,
hours.
Kentucky.
I figured, oh, there's no way this guy's going to
There's
come.
no way.
Calling himself John Raven 2000, he tells the decoy who is posted
Also,
undercover.
okay, sorry, I'm like fixing up the audio. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I'm just out of my mind, right? I'm out of my mind. Anyway, so listen up. Listen up.
House in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
I figured, oh, there's
Something I never put too much thought into, right? But like, imagine, like, how do you set this up? Like this, what we have on screen right now. How do you set this up? You just go, hey Casey, we need you to talk about looks at paper. Oh, Michael Patterson. Yeah, he's the guy that got tased. Just say something about him. I don't know. He's 5 hours away. Say something. But what happens to the people in the back? They're like, hey, guys. I mean, I like to think Chris Hansen is behind the camera too. He's like, guys, we're about to record for the show. You better be on your best behavior, or I'll kill you, right? Something like this guy. He's just standing here looking at nothing, right? Because there's nobody here. But they gotta act like they're busy. Like there's so many cameras. I'm pretty sure. Like, look at this. This is all the same angle. I'm kidding. No, it's not. But like, how many angles do you need, bro? Like, the guy's not gonna come out of nowhere. He's not a weeping angel, right? I never watched Doctor Who, but still.
no way this guy's going to come.
There's no
Calling
way.
himself John Raven 2000, he
John
tells the
Raven.
decoy who is posing as a 13-year-old that he's 24 and says, I'm too old to do anything with you. But that doesn't last long. Soon after, the sex talk begins. He asks the decoy about her last boyfriend.
Guy.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully I remember to take that out, because I just talked to myself, right? How dare I? Anyway, okay, back to business, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty, hold on. Let me check if I'm still recording. Okay, this is. Hold on. Also, nice background, isn't it? Right. Anyway, I think we're still recording.
Did you him?
Oh yeah.
Him?
Okay, we're still
About
recording.
begin.
Anyway, hopefully I cut all of this out. But if I did it right, now you know. Now you know how I record, right? The secret's out, right? Call the media. I don't know. Anyway, let's up this a little bit.
He asks the decoy soon after and says, I'm too old to do anything with you. But that doesn't last long. Soon after, the sex talk begins. He asks the decoy about her last boyfriend.
Did you him?
Yeah.
Did you?
Why you want to know that?
I just do.
Why do you want to know that?
See, I ain't no baby.
Would you do it to me?
Crazy.
Would you want me to?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be cool to try stuff out. You're cute.
You're cute.
The chat
Biggest lie on the planet, right? Michael Pat. I almost forgot his name. I'm glad it's here, because I would have forgot it. Mike Pat, right? How dare you? Talking of minors, man. How dare you? I swear to God.
Ain't no baby.
Would you do it to me?
I like the narrator. Oh, would you do it to me?
Would you want me to?
Relax, narrator,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, it would be cool to try stuff out.
You're cute.
You're cute.
The chat
Thanks.
continues for another 20 minutes. Then he gets in his car and starts driving. He's known the decoy for less than 2 hours. On the long drive, he talks to the decoy on the phone and reveals more about himself.
We just got off the phone with.
I'm actually a bomb salesman, right? I don't know. But like, 2 hours is all it took for you to get into a car and drive 5.5 hours from Couts, however you say that, to Bowling Green, Kentucky, right? Where Chris Hansen's at. He's right here. I'm just saying, the government always has Chris Hansen on speed dial, right? They know where he's at all times.
About himself.
We just got off the phone with the guy who's claiming to be a cop. We don't know that he is.
Nice.
But he says he carries his gun everywhere with him.
So now
I
you
stay
have to assume
strapped.
that John Raven 2000 is a police officer and he's armed.
The security people were really great in instructing me as to what to do, and the first and foremost important thing was the safety.
She does not have a single clue what she's saying, bro. I feel bad for her. But I'm really, I don't know why I'm nagging so much at Casey's part, but I just find it funny because it's like, man, imagine being one of these people just sat back here like, oh yeah, Casey's doing one of her famous interviews in the control room. Like, why here at all places? I mean, obviously because it looks all futuristic, right?
Me as to what to do,
It's
and
like, yeah, these security guys told me if I get shot at to duck and cover. Like,
the
what else could you
first
do,
and foremost important thing was the safety.
Here comes 24-year-old Michael Patterson. He actually made the 5.5-hour drive.
Oh, he's a
to
year
meet
older than me.
13-year-old
Oh,
for
my
sex.
Lord.
Casey has been instructed a half-hour drive to meet a 13-year-old for sex. Casey has been instructed to make certain the man is unarmed.
Don't come in.
Hey,
Oh my god.
you didn't really bring your gun with you, did you? Because that kind of freaks me out.
No.
Well, you said you always carry it with you.
It's in the
It's in my
car.
car.
I don't believe you.
Seriously, like.
Lift up your shirt. Turn around.
My abs.
Lift up your pants.
You're killing me.
You're killing me.
Pull your
You're
pocket.
killing me, is what he said after he got tased. You're killing me. Oh, relax, Michael Patterson, right? Mike Pat. Oh, don't make me laugh at you, right? Anyway, so I do gotta say, he said, oh, she wants to just look at my abs. No, we're having a visual pat down, right? You gotta make sure you're not.
Well, you
armed.
said you always carry it with you.
It's in my car.
It's in my car.
I don't believe you.
Seriously, like.
Lift up your shirt. Turn around.
My 6-pack.
Lift up your pants.
Lift up your pants.
You're killing me.
Pull your pockets inside out.
Come on.
You're killing me.
Your other pocket.
My other
My
pocket.
wallet.
And a stack of 20 condoms, right? Because I swear to God, I'm about to commit some crimes tonight, right? That's what he said in front of these. This is a camera. This is a camera. This is a camera. I'm kidding.
Come on, you gotta trust me. I don't have it on me here.
I got the okay to let him in the house.
I guess you could come
Alright, I
in.
guess I believe you. Okay, close your door. Come on in.
Quit being a weenie.
Quit being a weenie.
Oh, I wasn't sure. You said you always carried it with you.
Huh?
I wasn't sure because you said you
don't
always
have it
carried
on
it. He just continued to joke
Yeah, like,
about
what
it,
if
and
you shot
the
me?
cops and the security were, still keeping a really strong eye
Strong
on him
eye on
because you never know. So you're a cop, not a detective?
Detective, yeah. I'm a lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, this guy is so good. I never really realized how much of a poser he is. Like, he's such a loser, just lying about being something he's not, right? I would never lie about anything. I've never lied in my whole life. Anyway, back to Michael. Look at this lieutenant, right? He practically owns the police department, right? 24-year-old Michael Patterson.
So you're a cop, not a detective?
Lieutenant
Detective,
Patterson.
yeah. I'm a lieutenant.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
lieutenant.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So you're excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you're
So,
13.
what do you want to do?
Where's your room at? Let's go through the house. Look at it. This is a huge house.
Yeah, it is pretty big. It's nice, though.
God.
It could fit a camera crew. I mean, it could fit a police. It could fit. I mean, fair enough. You know what am I trying to say? It could fit a whole production crew in this house. Shout out to Dr. Skoshels. I don't know what that says. I'm sorry.
My hair's a mess.
My hair's a mess.
So, Lieutenant,
What's up?
what are we investigating tonight?
Nothing much.
What's your
Nothing
plan here?
much.
I just drove down here to
And how long was the drive?
5.5 hours.
Now, what would motivate somebody to drive 5.5 hours to come here to this house?
I don't know, sir.
But you gotta know.
He's shitting it, man. He's like, I don't know, sir. You could, like, it's so interesting how, like, he's like, I'm a lieutenant, right? And he has this, like, smug look on his face.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
The
I'm a
strong eye.
lieutenant.
You're a cop.
Detective, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
a lieutenant.
I'm a lieutenant,
Oh,
right?
okay.
But then
Wow.
here he's
Tonight.
like actually shitting it. He's
I
like,
just drove down here to
And how long was the drive?
that's wrong.
5.5 hours.
Now, what would motivate somebody to drive 5.5 hours to come here to this house?
A 13-year-old.
I don't know, sir.
But you gotta know. You're the one who did the driving.
I mean, that is true. I know.
Now, you're a lawman.
A lawman?
So if you're doing the interview, what would you want?
I'm convinced in that, like, shrug, that, like, oh, is it a shrug? No. Where he nodded his head, he's like, yeah, I'm so cooked. I have to keep up this lie now. If I want to get out of here, I need to keep this lie up.
So if you're doing the interview, what would you want to know most?
Why was I
Basically,
here?
why was I here?
How was
why
I
were you
here?
I'm just, I'm just lonely. I don't have anybody, and I need somebody to talk to.
You knew she was 13. She told you.
And I was kind of worried about it. I told her she was 5 years older. I wouldn't mind talking to her,
But you kept talking anyway.
yeah.
You wouldn't know what to do with me. Am I supposed to know what to do with old men? Only with me. So this is funny.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's funny. What do you think should happen to
I
a
would
police
not say
officer
sorry.
who
I'd be
gets caught
crying.
doing something
Sir,
like
please.
Well, really bad could happen.
Could happen.
How long have you been in law enforcement?
Just a year now.
Explain to me why somebody with apparently so much going on would take that risk. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm going through a divorce partially. And
24 is kind of crazy.
no, it's not okay. It'll never be okay. Not for anybody.
What do you suppose your chief's going to say about this?
He's going to be too happy.
Well, there's something you got to know.
We called your chief or whatever you said. He's here right now, and they like bring him out.
Well, there's something you got to know. And I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teens online for sex.
I apologize, man.
All right.
He gathers up all his belongings and heads to the door, apparently thinking the worst is over.
Oh, Michael Patterson, man. Oh, you're not.
Patterson is armed. An officer acts more quickly
You're not ready
than
for what's
usual,
about to happen.
calling out to him as soon as he opens the door.
Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's
Patterson steps
office.
back.
Relax. Pause the damn video, right? I know you're about to comment right now. You're like, oh wait, I know my favorite TCAP YouTuber didn't just miss Raw Night, and I did it, right? Y'all thought I was joking, right? Y'all thought I lost it. No, I didn't.
We're doing a story on
I haven't watched TCAP in a minute, but still, I can tell where Raw Night is at all times.
Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Boom, there there he is, and he's over here
And
again,
we're doing
right
a story
here.
on adults
Look
who
at
try to
him.
meet
Look at him.
young teens
Raw
online for
Night.
sex.
In the shadows, man, ready to kill him.
All right.
He gathers up all his belongings.
He's like, oh, I gotta keep a strong eye on him, right? Just like Casey said, you gotta keep a strong eye on him. You know, this could be a gun. Who knows?
Belongings and heads to the door, apparently thinking the worst is over. Because of the possibility that Patterson is armed, an officer acts more quickly than usual, calling out to him as soon as he opens the door.
Sheriff's office.
Patterson steps back into the house, and an officer shoots him with a taser gun. Only one probe stays attached, so the taser is unable to
gotta get
stop
out of
him
here.
and drop him to the ground.
Is that Ron? I don't know if it is. I doubt it though. Yeah, it's not him. This one's not him. Oh, it could be, but I don't think so. No, it's not right now. He has too much black hair, right? Right now has that silvery white. Roll over! Don't make me kill you! That's just a whole gun, by the way.
Once Patterson is cuffed, he's brought outside and taken away to the local police station. When officers search his car, they find a loaded gun, a spare round of ammunition, and handcuffs. Later, he agrees to waive his rights and answer questions.
I'd like to discuss with you why you're here.
Now we hear the truth about the man claiming to be a detective. He tells the agent that he was only on the police force for a few months as a trainee before he was thrown off.
It was a traffic violation. I violated their SOP, their standard operating procedure.
He was out of his jurisdiction in his personal car using police lights.
I got some blue red lights and I put them in my car. It was thrown out of court. So they dismissed me for that, but it was thrown out.
I don't think I mentioned that whenever I first did this guy. Pause. He put police lights on his personal car. What? Why though? Like, I understand what he could try. He's like, oh, I'm a police officer at all times. Like, this guy probably does not have a personality outside of wanting to be a police officer or something like that. So that's probably why he did it. He's like, oh, I have nothing going on for me. I'll just be a police officer the whole time.
What was that?
Just like a month ago.
But according to the local prosecutor, the case wasn't dismissed. He still faces the charge of impersonating a police officer. That wasn't his only run-in with the law. Patterson charged more than $1,400 on a credit card that had been mistakenly sent to him. He pleaded guilty to one count of theft, a misdemeanor, served 3 days in jail, and received 1 year probation.
So you had intentions to at least have oral sex with her?
Yeah.
And how old did she tell you that she was?
She said going on 14. I knew I screwed up talking to a girl that...
Going on 14, man. Just say she's 13.
Age, I knew. I'm not stupid. I'm not creep, but.
Oh, Michael, you poor guy. You're a. Excuse the way I say this, but you're a little bit slow. You're not a creep, nor are you dumb, bro. You are both of those things. Like, I like to think that most people are conscious of what they're doing in situations like this, right? You cannot act like you're above something when you participated in it. Oh, this guy is irritating me, right? How dare you? Anyway, let's how many views this guy? 517. It was uploaded a year ago. Jeez.
The taser gun.
Oh, fantastic.
Only
love
one.
to see it. Anyway, so that'll be it for our best friend Michael. Yeah. I don't know how to close out a video. It's just been so long. Yeah, it's just been so long. I just don't know how to do it. You know, what do I say? Do I say goodbye? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Michael Patterson, the fake detective man, thought himself to be a lieutenant. Brought a gun to the house. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, we'll see when I watch the next TCAP video. It's just I've been just so busy. I just haven't been able to record at all. Right, like at all. I just haven't even touched the mic, right? I haven't, like, what am I, a rapper? I haven't touched the mic at all. Well, actually, I wouldn't be like one because I haven't touched the mic. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm still working on the true crime video. It's been very slow, admittingly. It's just, I'm at the end part of it. Like, I'm at the outro section. But then I have to, like, put everything in order, like, of the details, right? I can't just, like, slip up on a detail that's, like, false, right? I want to be, you know, accurate, and I want to just have every single thing in chronological order, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I have, well, there's no point of explaining. You don't know who I'm talking about, but yeah, I'm close to finishing the script for the outro, and then I'll have to record it, edit it beautifully, and all that shit, and I should be done for you guys to see. But yeah, I don't know. In the meantime, you know, enjoy this video at least, right? I don't know how long it would be. It's maybe like probably 20 minutes at most. 20 minutes, right? There's no way this could go a lot more than that. Like, if it does, bro, I'm quitting, right? I'm quitting YouTube. If this video is longer than 30 minutes, right, I'm quitting. Hello, welcome back to the TCAP commentary. So today we are going to look at Gregory Stewart. We're looking at Gregory Stewart today, the original pizza predator. Yeah, so it's been a minute since I've last watched Gregory. The last video I did on him was pretty good. I won't lie, but I just feel like watching him again. Like today, it was like kind of hot, so I kind of wanted to go to the beach, right? And one of my favorite beach episodes was Gregory Stewart's one because he goes, he like, I mean, I forgot what he does, but he gets very excited whenever Casey goes, "Oh yeah, that's my favorite." Whenever he like tells her about the pizza. But anyway, yeah, I'll stop yapping. You guys have probably missed me. I haven't made a video in a very, very long time. It's been minimum, what, 4 months since I've last made my last... 4 months. 4 months. I think so. I think 4 months. I'm pretty sure 4 months. Or, no, 3... I'm not... It's been so long that I don't remember, right? I don't remember when's the last video, right? Anyway, so let's just get started. Why am I stuttering so much? Let's get started. If you like to catch a predator...
There's a decoy who's daring.
It looked like he was going to start chasing me.
Casey,
We've hired 18-year-old Casey to play the part of the young teen home alone.
I've never seen this clip. I've never seen the two of them just like, just chillaxing, right? Just talking. Maybe sharing a what is this? They're recording them. I don't know.
Year-old Casey to play the part of the young teen home alone.
Hey! There you are.
She's 5'2" and weighs 95 pounds.
Hey, you want to just go check out the beach first?
And is in a winter jacket, by the way. I don't understand what was the plan there. Also, where is this camera at? About this angle that's like back here? It's probably somewhere around here.
You want to just go check?
It's by that.
Check out the beach first?
She's 5'2" and
probably
weighs
that right
95
there,
pounds.
Hey, you want to just go check out the beach first? Yeah, sure. All right.
This is 44-year-old Gregory Stewart. Screen name, who's your...
Like, I do gotta say something before he starts. if he ran at me too like that, I know he was just trying to get closer to, like, you know, not be so behind, but I would start running too. I'm just saying that is scary looking. He's just like, yeah, sure, and just starts sprinting at me.
Daddy NJ. He's a credit and collections consultant who drove an hour and a half to get here. He thinks Casey is the 13-year-old he's been chatting with online, the girl whose virginity he planned on taking.
Once we're naked in bed, we can do all kind of stuff.
Really? What kind of stuff?
Rub our bodies together and feel how excited each other are.
Yeah, never gone all way before.
All way before?
I'll make it nice for you.
The decoy asked who's your daddy NJ to bring some pizza. He said he'd bring her favorite, Supreme, with pineapple.
I turn around to walk up the beach, and all of a sudden, I hear him coming a lot faster than he should be. I turn around, and he's, like, running up the dune. It looked like he was going to start chasing me. So...
Oh, my Lord, man. You're right, though. It is kind of crazy. He's just, like from the other angle, it doesn't look that, like... Well, from this angle looking this way, it didn't look that bad. But looking at it,
he's
oh
like
my God, that is kind of scary.
It looked like he was
It's
going
like,
to start
"Come here,
chasing
Casey."
me. So that scared me almost the most.
But Casey knew that security was close by, ready to protect her.
Ron and I was, like, posted up, like, on a bird's... what is it? A bird's nest? No, a perch. A perch. With a 50 caliber sniper, right? Ready to take off Gregory's head if he so twitched, right? If one of his hairs right here twitched, he would have blasted
Spy,
it.
ready to protect her.
Once they're sitting, it's fine. They're not getting up out of the beach chair.
He tells Casey he brought her the presents he mentioned online.
Online?
So you brought pizza?
Yeah, the Supreme with pineapple.
Oh, yes, that's my favorite.
And he brought one more thing.
Did you bring the condoms or anything?
Yeah, I did. They're in my coat.
They're in your coat? Okay.
Yeah.
They were in my coat.
So I see you like younger girls?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, my Lord. I'm sure if you go watch my other video, I probably cite the exact same way. This is just nasty. What do you mean you like younger girls, bro? Well, what are you on about?
They're in your coat? Okay.
Yeah.
So I see you like younger girls?
You like younger girls?
Yeah.
Now it was time for...
Oh, look at the two of them pulling up, right? I swear to God. Like, well, look, is that the same shirt he had on the inside? Like, I mean, I assume this is the same day. But why does he have a jacket? I mean, it honestly could be cold. It probably is cold. Everyone has a jacket on.
For this consultant to meet someone closer to his own age.
What kind of consulting is going on today?
Nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
What's happening?
Just getting ready to go.
What were you doing here, though?
Nothing. I just came down to hang out. That's all.
Just to hang out?
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'll leave right now.
God. Oh, this poor thing, right? I wasn't going to do anything right now. I'll leave right now. Look, Gregory, Mr. Stewart, you aren't going anywhere. Also, how comfortable are these chairs? Like, they look pretty comfy. You know, honestly, fair enough. I have one of these that I use in my room when I'm, like, editing or I'm, like, doing my homework. Well, I used to. Nowadays, not really. I don't really use it that much. But I should, though. I should. Maybe bring it out and, like, use it. Because these chairs are pretty nice. Except mine, though. Mine is a little rough around the edges. I don't know. This one looks a little bit sweeter. But, who knows?
Nothing. I just came down to hang out. That's all.
Just to hang out?
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'll leave right now.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
35.
Yeah.
God, this guy can't even lie like convincingly, man. He is so discombobulated. He's like, I'm 35. I know he didn't go like that, but that's what it feels like.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. You want to try again?
44.
44.
Yeah.
You talk about oral sex with the girl.
Dummy.
No, sir. We never.
No.
It's right here.
He almost threw the notebook at him. No, he almost threw it at his head, right, his bald spot.
Here's.
I mean, you guys know what I know, what I say about the whole thing. Just cut it all off. I mean, he did in the future. He did cut it all off, but still.
No, it's right here. It appears Who's Your Daddy NJ is not familiar with our To Catch a Predator broadcasts and thinks I'm with law enforcement.
Please don't arrest me, please. I swear to God, please.
I mean, these are your words.
I know, I'm so...
What man? Oh, I love Chris. You know, he's playing into. He's like, well, these are your words. Instead of going, hey, I'm not police, right? I'm not a police officer. I can't arrest you. But no, he goes, I don't know, Stewart. These are your words, right? Oh man, Chris Hansen.
Please don't arrest me, please. I swear to God, please.
I mean, these are your words.
I know, I'm so embarrassed. Please, I'm really a good guy. Please, I swear, I will never do this again.
Well, what's a good guy doing here trying to have a sexual liaison with a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know, sir. Please.
I'd love to feel how warm I can make you all over.
All right, maybe I have a problem. Maybe I need to go see a psychiatrist to get counseling. I'm a very lonely guy. I don't have a girlfriend. I know it's wrong.
Well, Greg, what do you think ought to happen to you?
I mean, I'm still under the belief they should have censored this, man. That is awful. I mean, I'd hope that none of you guys look like this, please. And if you do, you know, hey, more power to you. This guy's a creep. That's why he kind of looks worse. But then, you know what? No, I won't back down, right? This looks awful. Like, he just, like, faded down, like, all the way, you know? I mean, just let it go. Let it go is what I say. But, yeah.
Please, if you let me go, I swear you can have the pizza, whatever I brought down.
Oh, you're going to give me the pizza?
No.
What a pal you are.
No, I swear, I'll go home, I'll get help.
I mean, you knew you could get in trouble for this, right?
I know.
You know it's illegal, right?
Yes, I know. I'm a very religious
person.
Crazy,
you just said I know.
You're
a religious person.
I am.
Oh, please, Chris. I wonder if you'll go, does your religion involve meeting 13-year-old girls online for sex or some shit? Typical Chris, right?
Very religious person.
You're a religious person.
I am. I'm a very good family person. Yeah. I'm very close to my family. My mother's very sick.
Yo, he's throwing everything at one camp. I completely forgot. He goes, yeah, my mother's dying. I love my family so much. Please don't take them away from me. Stewart, man. It's Gregory. Greg Stew, right? Stop.
He's very sick.
Well, why aren't you hanging out with your mother as opposed to trying to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
I don't...
explain to me how religious that is.
I know. There's something wrong.
Here's the part where I tell him I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline.
This is the part I tell him that he has to die. I'm sorry, Gregory, but
no, there's something wrong.
Here's the part where I tell him I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC and give him a chance to respond.
I have nothing else to say.
Then obviously you're free to go.
Thank you.
Free to go, but not very far. Officers have moved into position and are ready to arrest him.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Face down! Face down! Face down! Face down! Hands behind your back.
You know, listen to me, right? Ron Knight was so comfortable, right? He knew he could have ended this man's life in a jiffy, right? If he even as so moved a muscle, right? He was so comfortable he could have even done it with his hands in his pockets, right? He was not even a threat to him. He was like, oh, whatever, man. Oh, Gregory Stewart is pulling up? Oh, I could go on a break, right, guys? This guy's not going to do anything, right?
Face down, face down, face down, face down. Hands behind your back.
Dell from Perverted Justice hands over...
Oh, listen to me. Dell, right? I haven't seen you in a while. You know, I've said this a million times, but Dell did a TED Talk. I actually need to... Could we watch it? I have no clue how that works. Like, if we could watch Dell's thing. Huh. I could try. We could try to watch it. I'll try. I'll see if we can find it, and I'll, like, just make sure that it's safe to put in this video. But, yeah, we'll see. I don't know what she was talking about.
Perverted Justice hands over the chat
something
logs
about
to the arresting officer.
You got anything on you?
What, drugs? Spread your feet.
The suspect is then taken away in an unmarked car to a local police station in Broad.
God, it's even worse from this angle. Like, how does that happen, man? Like, why is it like that? Ew. You should just follow this guy's steps.
In for questioning.
Let it go.
This is just one of the many men who will be arrested here in New Jersey over the next 3.5 days.
Oh. Well, that was very quick. Let's see. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. You didn't give me the pizza? What a pal you are. Typical. Anyway, yeah, so...
Gregory Stewart.
This video went by really quick. We'll see how long it is. It probably isn't long at all, but still. You are here with me? I mean, I like to think I'm entertaining. Who knows? But
Screen name, Who's Your Daddy, NJ.
I'm pretty sure I've seen his Willy, but I'm not... No, I'll take that back. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it. You know, it's actually very, very crazy. I've seen a lot more Ween than I would have liked, just based off of, you know, TCAP as a whole. Man, like, oh god, Lee Greer is 1,000,000% the worst one I've seen, across the board. Actually, no, is it? Is it? Am I going to have this conversation right now? I am. Okay, so listen up. It's a boxing match between Greg what? Lee Greer and Vincent Ambrosio. Vincent Ambrosio was incredibly nasty. I had that image is burned to my mind. Like, the issue is that for the Lee Greer one, like, I saw it and I was like, okay, I see what they're saying, but the Vincent Ambrosio one has stuck in my head for a lot more than I would have wanted, man. My god. I just can't. You know, I'm glad. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. There's, you know what? Let's just end this damn video, man. Pizza with one Z, man. What the flip, right? And then pizza with another. Oh, with only one more Z, man. Supreme. Oh, that's the decoy. I'm pretty sure. You're moving weird.
Pineapple.
I turn around to walk up the beach, and all of a sudden, I hear him coming a lot faster than he should be. I turn around.
Also, his fit, by the way, negative aura, by the way. Like, jean jacket, jeans, what else? A jean shirt, man. Oh, his style is incredibly whack, right? Imagine living, hold on. Imagine living here, you're just like, oh, they caught another predator. As I would have just stood here, like, looking out the window. Well, to be fair, not really. These people really didn't come by that quick. They did come quick. Pause. Like, what? It was like like a day they caught like 20 people. Still though, I wouldn't stand here just waiting for them to come in. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, that will be it for Gregory Stewart. Yeah. So I'm so out of practice with this stuff. Like, you could tell. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've grown delusional, right? But anyway, yeah, we're gonna end it here. Again, haven't watched TCAP in a minute. It's just I've been just busy. That's just it. You know what I mean? Test, school has been busy. The true crime video has been also taking up time. You know, but yeah. And look, I gotta say one more thing about the true crime video, right? Because maybe I've talked about it in other episodes, but I haven't. But look, welcome back to our TCAP commentary. Today we are going to watch Stanley Kendall, right? Oh, Stanley. How you doing, Stanley? Oh, I just ate. Anyway, yeah. We're back watching TCAP. It's been a minute. I'm sure you've missed me, right? Yeah, I've been missed, right? I'm sure I am. But anyway, I need to stop yelling. Why am I yelling? I'm such a crazy guy. Anyway, let's slow down a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a minute. We're watching Stanley Kendall again. You know, one of the multiple teachers caught on To Catch a Predator, which is just still insane. Does this one beat out I forgot his name again. The Egghead Predator. I keep forgetting his name. Mike Manzi. Does it beat out Mike Manzi? We'll find out, right? We've watched this guy before. I'm sure you know, or maybe you don't. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna watch Stanley Kendall. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos watching TCAP and police interrogations. But do you care about those? Probably not. Anyway, yeah, let's get started.
The teacher.
What have you been
this
doing?
This is loud.
Definitely not this.
Please, Mark, get on the ground. Just lost my job.
This can ruin me. My principal's gonna be so shocked.
And you'll meet other men with surprising professions.
Because I've successfully taught school for 23 years.
23 years.
But not so surprising excuses.
I thought that the person was joking around.
You can barely see the video. It's so low quality, but we're here.
Turn the mix on.
Back at the house, perverted Justice is getting ready for the next potential predator. He's also in...
Wait. What was he eating? Carrots, chicken slices, and cabbage. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I mean, no, this is ketchup. It has to, or hot sauce. Who knows? Regardless, though, whenever I see these setups, man, y'all need to clean up after yourselves, man. A little ridiculous.
This is getting ready for the next potential predator.
It's kind of blinding.
He's also in his 50s.
All right, I'm going to hang up. I'll run down and I'll meet you at the door.
Dan, an actor Dateline hired, is pretending to be a 13-year-old boy.
Look, I've said it a million times. I'm sure other commentators have said it too. Dan is 100% one of the best decoys they've ever had, like ever. He's probably second place next to Casey or Emily. Who's number one? I'd say Emily is number one. No, Casey is a lot better. The reason why I would say she's not better, Emily is not better, is because they kept giving her some of the worst wigs and disguises that they've ever had. Casey is a lot more popular. She kind of has a cult following a little bit. I know she does videos, but I reached out to her once and she responded to me and then didn't talk back to me ever again. Casey, if you're watching this, man, when I get you, Casey, I swear to God, right? Anyway, I don't know. She does motivational, nutrition stuff on YouTube. And I don't even know what she does anymore. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? Maybe she's hosting boxing matches now. Who knows?
Is pretending to be a 13-year-old boy.
I'll meet you at the door.
Okay, he should be making the turn on Westminster and onto High Point.
He's been on the phone giving directions to our next visitor.
How you doing, Stanley?
What a stance, by the way. Oh, Dad, you rascal, right? Oh, is it Luke? I'm pretty sure his decoy name is Luke, but I'm not sure. Regardless, though, he has it down pat. I'm just saying.
How you doing, Stanley? Doing good? Tough drive?
A little bit.
He's 54-year-old Stanley Kendall. Using the screen name Stanimac12, he initiates a chat with a decoy posing as a 13-year-old boy. Just 3 minutes later, Stanimac12 says, "I would like to play if possible." The decoy asks, "Like what?" Stanimac describes in graphic and very specific detail.
I love to suck blank, play and suck
what
blank.
What he wants to do with the boy sexually. The decoy acts a bit shocked.
Suck blank.
Oh my God, I never have done anything yet.
Would you like to?
I don't know.
I like younger guys to play with. Do you want to play or try?
Oh, okay. I'm 13, though. That cool with you?
As long as you don't call the police.
A little later, the potential predator...
Stop. Don't you dare, right? NBC, do not show that to me. First things first, right? Again, back to the narrator. He keeps having to voice these. Obviously, it's his job. But imagine if let's say they give him his role, right? Because he must have some form of agent. He goes, "Yeah, I'm really excited to do voiceover work. You know what I mean? I've always thought I had a shot at getting into the voiceover business, right?" And they go to him with papers and they go, "Hey, man, Mikey, right? Mikey, we got this one role for you, man. It's for NBC. Can you believe that?" And Mikey goes, "Wow, I didn't think I would be able to make it, right?" But then they go, "Hey, look, here's the catch, though. You gotta voice a predator, though." I'm surprised they found someone to voice a predator out of all things. Imagine you tell your family, "Yeah, I'll voice something for NBC. It should be on sometime soon," and they're all sitting around huddled around the TV, and he just appears and he's like, "Yeah, I like to suck blank. Also like to suck blank."
I like younger guys to play with. Do you want to play or try?
Oh, okay. I'm 13, though. That cool with you?
As long as you don't call the police.
A little later, the potential predator sends a photo of his genitals and asks the decoy,
"Do you want to play with it?"
Well, only if you're nice to me, and don't make fun of me if I don't do something right.
Of course, I can teach you by doing it to you.
Ironically, it turns out that teaching is something the man now entering our house knows a lot about.
Here, let me get you a drink. You thirsty?
Man, what a classic outfit, by the way. He has the white collar shirt, the crosshatch of sweater vest, the over jacket, the what am I saying? The Levi? No, khaki jeans. It's maybe gray. I'm not sure. Regardless, though, this fit is classic, right?
See? No? Can I pour one for myself? Mind? No?
Still, very wasteful.
All right.
Very wasteful.
So what do you think we
Ridiculous.
should start with?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's up to you.
It's something.
What was the lesson plan for tonight?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I thought this was a joke.
You thought what was a joke?
I should have known better.
What did you think it was?
Truly a setup.
And why would somebody try to do a setup?
To catch people that shouldn't be talking to teenagers.
People like you.
Definitely. Well, no, this is the first time I've done this.
The first time.
The
With
first
an
time.
Underage person, yes.
While he claims his fantasy of teaching a young boy...
Okay, I gotta cut in right quick, right? He says it's his first time. I'm not sure. I'm more leaning towards it actually being his first time. But he's always been a creep. I've known that. He had some history with like his kids or something like that. But I don't know if he ever went to go meet someone online like this. I don't think so, but I'm probably wrong. You know, most of the time these guys are lying. Like, I don't believe him whenever he like, oh, I'm honest. I'm not a creepy guy, right? Don't lie to me, Stanley, right? I don't believe it, right? Stan Kendall, right? Anyway, yeah. Pretty sure he had a history with it, and there's this thing that I'm not really sure of, where he like was having an online conversation with like a TCAP fan, and like convinced him to like smear human void like all over the mirror and stuff. Like, he was talking into doing some crazy stuff post TCAP. Like, I don't necessarily know exactly what happened. Like, that's something I kind of wish I was a little bit more versed in, like the like post TCAP, pre TCAP stuff. I just watched the show. I'm so surface level a fan, right? I'm sure it might be annoying for some, who knows. But still, though, I try my best, right? I try my best to be entertaining. You know, I enjoy the show. I talk about it. I enjoy it. And I like to share that passion with you, right? With you personally. Yes, you, the person watching this. But anyway,
First time I've done
or people. Apparently, I am watched in groups. I did not know that, or I didn't believe that was the case.
The first time.
With the underage person, yes.
While he claims his fantasy of teaching a young boy the sexual ropes was all a joke, what he does for a living is nothing to laugh at.
I teach math.
And what grade do you teach?
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So you teach kids who are about the same age as the boy you thought you were going to visit tonight.
Yes.
That raises an obvious question. If
Yes.
you're willing to have a conversation like this and come visit a 13-year-old boy, what have you been doing with students?
Definitely not this.
And why should I believe you?
Because I've successfully taught school for 23 years.
Kendall said,
You know, again, I'm not so sure if that is true or not. This is how I see it, okay? This is how I see it. Stanley Kendall probably has always had these thoughts. I know he has kids, and I'm pretty sure those are the people that he preyed upon. I'm pretty sure he's always had those thoughts. He never probably executed on them. He never, like, actually went to try anything. I'm sure he didn't. If I am to believe that he never did anything with any students, I'm sure he had those thoughts, which is scary to think about. Like, imagine if you, and maybe some of you have kids. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not so sure. Obviously, there's no way of me knowing. Imagine you have your kids and you drop them off at school every single day, and you'll find out years later, right, and you somehow remember this, that your kid's teacher got caught in To Catch a Predator. I would be really mad. First things first, I'd be concerned, and I would question if he ever preyed upon the people that he teach, right? That's the number one question you pull in something like this, because no matter what, it is always a scary thought to have the potential of you doing something to a kid, because this is how you are. Stanley Kendall is just like this. Like, that's just his natural way of being, right? He may have like had like an internet addiction, like watching these things or whatever. He has probably always thought like this. He is an older man. He has lived for a pretty long time. So it probably didn't start recently, right? It probably started maybe 10, 20 years ago. We have some guys that are like in their early 20s, like showing up to the house. There's no limit. But yeah.
Says he has 4 children of his own, but hasn't seen them in years.
Good.
As a parent, would you be okay with a 54-year-old man coming to visit a 13-year-old kid?
Of course not.
I honestly didn't think he was 13, and I thought about driving away when I saw him at the door.
And like so many other men in his predicament, he brings up religion.
Probably I was thinking the part of me that's Christian was going to talk him out of it.
So what part of the Bible...
First things first, you can't say that after you legit said, yeah, I like to suck blank, love and kiss and love blank. Like, bro, what are you on about? It's typical, church hating, people who, what same-sex relationships? I guess is a way of saying it. Most of them are closeted. It's like very strange. I don't know. It's like a lot of self-hate.
It tells you to say all this kind of stuff.
And I know not every Christian hates like gay people. I know that, but
in the chat, I'd love to suck, play with, and lick nipples and lick and you. Where is that in the Bible? Explain that to me.
There's a human part.
Is that the Old Testament or the New Testament?
Neither. I am truly sorry, and I'm not going to be in that chat room anymore. I have learned my lesson.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on men who try to meet kids online.
The guy from the upstairs, that is crazy. But I gotta say something before this video ends, right? This video is so close to ending, only 2 minutes left, right? I don't want to leave you guys. Anyway, I played pool recently, and yo, I always thought it looked kind of lame, bro. Pool is fun. I am so prone to hitting so many trick shots. It's crazy, right? It's like I'm MLG, right? I don't even know what that stands for, but I'm sure it's a gamer thing. I don't know.
Who try to meet kids online for sex.
I'm truly sorry.
And I've learned my lesson.
Learned my lesson. Thank you for helping me with it.
No problem.
I'm an excellent teacher. Lesson. I'm truly sorry. I have learned my lesson. Thank you for helping me with it. I am an excellent teacher and want to stay that way.
But it's doubtful he'll ever be back in the classroom. He said he's never back in the classroom.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. I didn't get no spidey sense that Ron Knight was in his image. I'm gonna be honest. There was too many heads because I thought he might have been like here because I thought that was his hair, but
it's doubtful he'll ever be back in the classroom. He said he's never seen our reports, so he has no idea what's going to happen when he opens.
Actually,
he said he's never seen our reports, so he has no idea what's going to happen. But it's doubtful he'll ever be back classroom. Seen our
it's Chris Hansen.
He said he's never seen our reports, so he has no idea what's going to happen when he opens that front door.
Police department, get on the ground! On the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Behind your back!
Just lost my job.
I just lost my job.
Detective searches car.
They found a tape of bareback boys.
Let me just go through this real quick.
Detective searches car and gather evidence.
Paper with screen names, directions to the house.
Put your feet against the wall here, please. Face the window.
He's photographed.
And where do you work?
Booked.
Let's go up this way.
And brought in for questioning.
For the record, I'm very nervous. I'm shaking.
Well, that's okay. Don't get nervous.
And this can ruin me.
The investigator asks him about his online chat.
What is that?
Again,
Is that a
he claims
toy?
that people often lie online.
In the conversation, I had a gut feeling it was wrong, but I kept going with it, thinking it was a lie. I don't want to lose my job. I'm an excellent teacher, and my principal's going to be so shocked.
Kendall is brought before Judge Hayden.
This is a second-degree felony. I've set your bail at $50,000.
Chief Myrick immediately contacted the local police department where the teacher works.
I felt like my best resource was to contact the school's police department and talk to them and let them take over on that end to ensure that this man could not get close to those students again.
Who was it that went back to work after being like arrested? I'm pretty sure. No, was it Stanley Kendall? No. It was not Stanley, was it? I think it is. I think it's either him or the guy that with the red not Ferrari, the Corvette. I'm pretty sure it's Stanley. I think Stanley went back.
In fact, the teacher has been placed on administrative leave. Then they were transported to the Collin County Jail. That was more than 3 months ago.
I know there are several of them that are still in jail.
Still?
Yes, sir.
Open 3.
A grand jury will hear their cases and
The teacher.
Very interesting. I do gotta say, this guy was really good, by the way. He somehow connected with these guys in a very strange way. Like, it was probably the whole, like, come on, we're both old, man. You can figure out this is a pretty big mistake, right? Also, I gotta give it to this chief or whatever his title was, where he's like, I contacted the
$50,000.
Police department where the teacher works.
I felt like my best resource was to contact
my best resource. Man, very strange and kind of weird probably to say, but like, how... I know accents come from the, you hearing the people around you, but it's like, man, how can you know you're talking this strange? When there's people that speak normal. I say normal, but really all of us have an accent of some sort. I've been told I have an accent. I probably do, 100%. But still, though, a southern accent is crazy. But yeah, just a weird random thought I had.
Department. And talk to them and let them take over on that end to ensure that this man could not get close to those students.
Anyway, yeah, Stanley Kendall. I'm surprised he kept this like posture, right? Like, whenever I think about him, I only think of him in this sitting position. I mean, obviously, but still, though, I don't like Stanley Kendall. I think he's a lot creepier than people think. Like, yes, people think he is a creep. Who wouldn't think that? But still, just the fact that I'm sure he had history before is scary. Like, the older these guys are, these predators are, the more chance there is that these people have a prior, like, history with something like this. You know what I mean? We have had people that have been caught that are legit already registered and stuff, or people that are being, like, they're being tried for something similar, right? It's just, I don't understand, right? Stanley Kendall, you dog. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for today. I've just been chilling, right? I've been chilling. This video probably was more talkative instead of it being funny, but I'm sure I've had a funny video last. Who knows, right? I don't remember what the last guy I watched was. Chris Urban. I'm pretty sure it was Chris Urban. Yes, Chris Urban was the last guy I watched. And yeah, I haven't seen TCAP much since then. I haven't watched a single bit of it. I've just been so busy with school, and I've been working on my true crime video as well. Very fun, by the way. I'm honestly surprised I'm having as much fun as I am. It's just so long. Just the fact that I started it in December of 2024. Yes, that's last year. And it's just been sitting there. There's a lot that's going in it. There's a lot of learning. So yeah, it's difficult. And I also I have classes. I have friends that I talk and hang out with. So it's not like I can no life it and just bang it out in a week. Maybe I could if I locked in. But still though, I'm I don't know. I like to enjoy and chillax and I play games and stuff. And the new Monster Hunter came out recently as well. Right? Monster Hunter Wilds came out. That's been a very, very fun game. But yeah. That's just what I've been up to. I mean, it's it's been fun. Maybe we'll start watching more TCAP from now on. Who knows, right? Maybe maybe I'll have a video prepared or not. I don't. I have nothing prepared, but I just want to seem like I do, right? But yeah, welcome back to another TCAP commentary, right? So today we're going to do Ham Bupker, right? I forgot his full name, like his actual real name, but that does not matter, right? Who cares? Okay, anyway, so let's get started. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos, you know, watching To Catch a Predator. But yeah, it's been a while since I've watched To Catch a Predator, so I might be a little rusty. Who knows? You know, it might just be one of those things. But anyway, yeah. So we're just gonna get started. If you like TCAP, I already said that. Let's just start. I'm a crazy guy.
You ready, Sam? Let's go ahead and get on down there. He's coming.
Here comes 53-year-old James Wiles, a retired truck driver from Jacksonville.
Truck driver.
Hi.
Online, Wiles uses...
God, he can't even get to the door, right? I mean, from the first time I watched Ham Bupker, I just pointed out the fact that he's just a Walking Dead, right? I never noticed the whip, right? Like, look at these rims, baby. My God. Anyway, so first things first. I've always wondered what this was. It looks like just
Wiles, a retired
piece
truck
of
driver
plastic
from Jacksonville.
You can come on in. Hi.
Online, Wiles uses the screen name Ham Bupker to chat with a decoy named Claire, who told him she was 13. Early on, Wiles tells the girl he's in love, and he quickly hopes the love affair will go to the next level.
Maybe if you want, we could have sex. Or just go to the beach and enjoy each other's company.
He goes on to say he wants to perform oral sex on her,
lick
and
your
she
blank,
replies,
kiss
it's
and
okay.
lick your blank.
As long as you're gentle.
Baby, I will be gentle as a pussycat.
He says he wants Claire to meet him in her underwear, pink to be exact. Claire agrees and has her own request.
Is there any way I can get you to bring me some M&Ms?
Hi. How are you?
Oh, man, this is so good. You know, I gotta say, Ham Bupker is one of those guys that I hate. Right? Don't you dare! I hate this guy. Only moderately, obviously, right? YouTube. I actually don't hate this guy. It's all for show, right? But anyway, so okay. Yes, he has a history and stuff with his kids and how they claim. I say claim, but I believe him. Obviously, I mean, why would I not? But they claim that he's you know, he was very abusive and stuff and all that like all of that, and he you know, they were glad when he eventually passed, right? I mean, he's an older gentleman, not a gentleman, but I'm really trying to watch my words here. I really am. But yeah, he
is inside the undercover house, greeted by a 19-year-old actress hired by Dateline.
I wasn't sure if you were coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never miss out.
Wiles keeps his online promise.
Did you bring my M&Ms? Did you bring the condoms too? No.
It's like, no.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna need them.
Well, I'm gonna go change.
I can't do anything. Right? I'd blow out a tire. But I just can't believe. Like outside, yes, he does look a little bit Walking Dead. But here, he really does.
Did you bring my M&Ms?
Like, I don't know, man. Like, what is wrong with you?
Wiles keeps his online promise.
Did you bring my M&Ms? Did you bring the condoms too? No. Thank you.
Whose heartbeat is that, bro? Like for a second I thought that was mine, but do you hear that? There's like legit like a heartbeat in the background. Like, man, relax. Like, relax.
Did you bring the condoms too? No. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back, okay?
We've blurred his graphic...
Like, do you hear that? Like, what in the world? Who did that? Like, I've never noticed that before. I guess I just assumed that was the... like, the camera or something. But no, that's like a straight up heartbeat. I also thought that was like the head and like the blood in my head.
Well, I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back, okay?
But no, it's like a full ass
We've blurred
like
his graphic body language, which seems to telegraph exactly what's on his mind.
You seem a little nervous driving around out there.
Driving around?
Yeah.
What are you doing here today?
I'm coming to see her.
And how old is the girl you came to see here today?
She says she's 13.
13.
Right, I'm just visiting. That's all. I did not want to have sex with
Well, that's
her.
not what it says here.
I know what it says there.
We will be making love all the time I'm there. Okay, cool.
Very ambitious. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that, because I'm trying to keep me normal right now. I'm not trying to spaz out. So that's something that just here in the situation I'm kind of realizing. I've probably said this before. I mean, it's not an uncommon thought.
13.
Right, I'm just visiting. That's all.
Like the idea of just visiting. Like imagine you're like a single parent, right? And you're at work trying to support your family, right? Your kid who's home alone, right? You know, but obviously in this situation, your daughter who's 13, and you're out there slaving away, right? And turns out that she invited a man that is 50 whatever to try to solicit. Like, obviously it's not. Well, it's not the girl's fault. Like, obviously it's the grown man who does not, like, he's just an evil person if, you know, somebody does that. But it's like, you can't keep your children, like, on a leash all the time. But obviously keeping aware of their online activity is reasonable. Like, I had that for my parents did, like, snoop around sometimes whenever, like, I wasn't, you know, with my phone or whatever. And yes, I hated them for it, but I honestly respect it. Because they cared enough about me to realize that I'm not, like, messaging someone who's bad or whatever, and they're keeping me safe. Like, kids, no matter what, it's always the, you don't understand, you know, they never give you privacy, but it's just, the world is so dangerous that at a certain point, some things have to be double checked. Like, obviously, you know, someone who's overbearing, like, you're kind of doing a little too much. Like, obviously, if you communicate with your kids and you're like, hey, by the way, like, this is pretty bad, like, don't do this. Me and your other parent, we know better. You know what I mean? We just want to keep you safe. Obviously, it might not come off as that, right? Because they're young or whatever. This is dragging out, but it's better than to be like, oh, you're never gonna go out ever. You're never gonna talk to any of your friends on the phone or whatever. You can never make no friends online. That is a little extra. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just a thought.
What
You know
it
what I mean?
says here.
I know what it says there.
We will be making love all the time I'm there. Okay, cool. With my tongue up your blank.
But I say that on all of them.
You say that all the time.
Right.
James, do you ever watch television?
That was it? Really? That's all he said? Okay, well, whatever. I'll talk a little bit more. For example, right? I have younger siblings, right? Like, they're in, like, middle school or they're just entering high school. And they play Roblox, right? Like every single kid on the planet does. Plays Roblox at that age, right? Even I played Roblox at that age. You hear all the stories of, you know, grown men going on there to, like, talk to kids and stuff. I hear it all the time, and whenever my like younger siblings, like, ask me to, like, put in the Robux or whatever, I'm just like who are you friending on there? Like, I'm always just so apprehensive, right? Shout out to Jeff Sokol. So I'm always apprehensive about, like, the whole thing. Because I'm just like, dude, I don't trust Roblox. I've heard so many stories. I heard that, like, the people that work for Roblox don't do jack when it comes to those type of people. So I'm just, like, always so curious. I'm vigilant. I try, but obviously they're, like, my half siblings. So I can't really have that much of a say, right? And they're also a lot younger than me, so yeah.
Right. James, do you ever watch television?
Ever watch TV,
I
James?
watch TV.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet children online for sex.
Sir, please. I'm not in for sex. I'm just in for friendship, that's all.
And to prove it, Wiles gives an excuse we haven't heard before. He says he isn't able to have intercourse.
My blank doesn't work. Oh, man. That's what I'd use, right? If I ever get caught with somebody's daughter, right? I'd be like, look, man, my pee-pee don't work, man. Please, you gotta believe me. Oh, God. What the hell? It wasn't even that funny to begin with. Okay.
All the time.
Yeah,
Right.
we saw
James,
Raw
you ever watch
Night. He's
television?
here. I get it. Give me a second.
Very little. I watch TV.
Hey, wait a minute.
Television time. You say that all the time.
Right.
James, do you ever watch television?
You turn on. That's somebody turning on their camera. That's kind of funny.
Very little. I watch TV.
Oh, he's.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet children.
There he is, right there. I mean, I saw the top of his head.
Sir, please. I'm not in for sex. I'm just in for friendship. That's all.
I'm past that
To prove
stage.
it, Wiles gives an excuse we haven't heard before. He says he isn't able to have intercourse.
Ain't a woman in this world give me a I'm past that stage now.
I'm past that stage.
Sir, I'm telling you the truth. I am past that stage.
Well, you're free to go.
I know when you go have me arrested when I walk out the door.
Actually,
Yeah, you deserve it, man. Actually, it wouldn't be me. It'd be the Miami Police Force. I don't know. Or Ghost Team, right? The Ghost Team. Don't get me started, right? The Ghost Team is out there, right? It's the complete, like, that's like, what, like, almost 20 years in the future that they, like, come to be anyway. I was gonna say, like, obviously, just because his wee-wee does not, pop up or whatever, it does not mean he can't, scar a young girl for life. You know what I mean? Like, there's no limitations, right? It's just like how anybody can kill anyone with anything. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to, I could kill somebody, right, with the bottle of water, right? Like, it's not, well, I mean, it would be kind of hard to do so, but it's not impossible, right? It's not impossible, right?
I'm past that stage now. Sir, I'm telling you the truth. I am past that stage.
Well, you're free to go.
I know when you go have me arrested when I walk out the door.
Actually, it's the Flagler Beach Police who are
Oh,
going
we
to do
get
the
it.
arrest.
Turn around.
Not me.
Wiles is brought to the police station and agrees to speak to investigators.
When you were
I wonder how long it took for them to walk him towards the interrogation room. Also, that I've always hated this interrogation room because it's like one of the most unserious interrogation rooms I've seen on the planet. Like, there's so many things to distract the suspect that there legit is no real way of getting a real answer or applying any form of pressure, because if they do, like, I'll just focus on this picture or this picture or this picture or this picture, like, I'll count all the scratches on the table, right? Like, it is impossible to get real, like, psychological pressure onto the suspects. But I assume that maybe they're like for the camera crew, we want to, I don't know, put them in more of a homey looking room. I don't know, but still, I don't know what, because I mean, that's just tape, man. Like, most of this stuff looks so, like, just handcrafted. Like, this is someone's office that they just, like, brought a table in here and just, like, taped up a bunch of stuff into probably the camera crew for NBC.
talking to her online about masturbating at the time, was that real or pretend?
Just pretend, ma'am.
And so when you were coming here today to see Claire, what were you...
And also, by the way, answering someone, like, giving someone a yes or no, essentially, like a close-ended question in this case is very bad police work. I do gotta say, right? I backseat interrogation
at the time, was that real or pretend?
Like, come on, man. It's like, imagine if you just stopped there. Like, what was the reason why you did this? You know what I mean? He would probably not just say what you said, right? Because you go, was it pretend or was it real? Obviously, they're not going to go, you know what, lady, right? It was all real, right? I bet all of it. Lock me up. I'm a dangerous man, right? Like, I don't know what they expected.
Just pretend, ma'am.
And so when you were coming here today to see Claire, what were you guys going to do?
Just be friends.
Just sit and look at each other? Were you
Sit there, talk, watch TV or whatever.
But he don't watch
play
much TV,
games.
Wiles is charged with 2 felony counts, including attempting to commit a lewd act upon a child. He later pleaded not guilty.
Great. Well, let's see. What is this? James Wayne Wiles was arrested as part of the sting in the Flagler Beach, Florida, in December. I get the sting in December of 2006. While being interviewed by the police after his arrest, Wiles revealed that he had an outstanding warrant in another county. What? The outstanding warrant was issued for failing to appear in court on account of failure to pay child support. Wiles was charged with attempted lewd and lascivious conduct, computer pornography, transmission of harmful material to a minor, attempted contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Let's see, what else? After being conditionally released, okay, thanks for that. After being conditionally released following the sting, Wiles went on the run, he ain't running anywhere soon, so he was soon arrested but died before his conviction. Whew. That's unfortunate. I feel real bad for him. Okay, so Wiles suffered a quite painful death in a prison hospital and died of natural causes after refusing medication for an undisclosed medical condition. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that is it. Okay, so that'll be it for today, right? Hamburger, right? It's nice to get back into the idea of TCAP, right? Like, we've never seen TCAP. No. It's been a while since we've seen To Catch a Predator, right? So I'm glad I'm back, right? I'm glad I'm back watching the video, right? I think the last video I did was like a month and a half ago. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, this is probably the first time you've heard my voice in like a couple of months. Like, honestly, that's just how I feel. But we'll see when the next video comes about. Like, I've just been incredibly busy that I just haven't really had the chance to record anything. Like, I feel like if I would have, like, not been so busy, I would have recorded, like, probably 10 or, like, 10, 11 guys, you know, by now. But, or, like, had those videos out. But, I don't know. It's just been so difficult, right? I haven't been able to record, right? I haven't found my mic. My mic was lost. I'm kidding. It wasn't, but still. I don't know when I'll see you guys next time. But until then, right? Stay frosty, stay cool, right? Is what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I'll catch you guys the next time. Goodbye. Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary. So today we are going to do somebody brand spanking new, right, to the channel. So today we're going to be watching Chris Ray Cothrum, right? Chris Ray Cothrum. What a weird last name, but I mean, I don't decide these things, do I? So anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I've last watched TCAP, right? It's been such a long time, right? I miss you guys. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. Chris C, 1983. I assume that's when he was born. So yeah. I've never seen this guy. I really don't know a lot about him, to be honest. Like, I was just searching up clips and stuff of TCAP, right? And I saw him, and I was like, yo, you know what? Chris C, right? CC is what I like to call him. He seems like a cool guy. No, yeah, right? He talked to a minor. How dare you? All right, anyway, let's get started. If you watch TCAP...
I think this is, hold on. This could be Chris C.
This is 20...
Chris C.
I think this is...
okay, I get it.
Chris C.
This is 23-year-old Christopher Cothrum, online calling himself Chris C, 1983. He starts chatting with a girl who tells him she's an 8th grader and a virgin.
Are you scared to lose your
virginity?
Probably a little, I guess.
Probably a little.
Can I take it? I'll be gentle.
Ew.
Then he suggests that the girl come to the door naked and makes it...
Why is everybody saying that kind of stuff? I mean... As a guy, I get it, right? But at the same time, right? It's just, you guys are not romantic enough, right? I would have said it in a lot better way, right? If that was me, but I would never, right? Talk to an 8th grader ever. Anyway, so what am I about to say? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, the door thing. Man, be quiet, Chris C, right? Do not talk to me. And also asking about this kind of stuff, just very creepy in general. I mean, obviously. How could it not be? But it's just, it gives me like Predator 101, right? Like 101, ask for the virginity, take it, come to the door naked. Like, that is...
I'll be gentle.
Peak.
Then he suggests that the girl come to the door naked and makes it clear he wants sex, saying, I would like to shower with you. We can do it in the shower, too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's also part of Predator 101 is the whole shower thing as well. We've had, like... so many men say the same thing. It's kind of insane. I mean, I guess most of these guys are all like working on a hive, on hive mind, right? I wonder who's the center of it, right? It was probably the Attorney General, but that actually doesn't make any sense because he got. Who would it be? Probably, I don't know, EDP. I don't know.
The decoy, an 18-year-old actress hired
Oh,
by Dateline,
no.
answers the door fully closed.
I'm so sorry. Oh no, it reminds me of the controversy surrounding this girl. I feel so bad. Okay, if you guys don't know, this decoy, no one really recognizes her for her work because she isn't like. It's not my word. She's not attractive, right? I think she looks perfectly fine. I mean, I don't need the decoy to be attractive. Like, that is a little weird. But at the same time, like, I understand what they're saying, right? But it's like, it's just a funny thought that, like, the predators come in like, oh, I can't believe it, right? I got it, right? I got it. I'm here. And then they open the door and then they see this, right? And they're all disappointed. But... No, I mean, look, if this girl is somehow watching, right, I think you did an amazing job. Your looks, you're perfectly fine. Okay, you're perfectly fine. I know she lost weight. If you're still somehow watching this, you probably clicked away, right? But, you know, you look good now. You know what I mean? But anyway.
The decoy, an 18-year-old actress hired by Dateline, answers the door fully closed.
So did it take a long time to get here?
Oh my God, unbelievably long.
How short is she? What the flip? Unless this guy's really tall, which he kind of looks really tall. Still, though, sometimes some girls' heights surprise me. I'm a very tall guy. I'm 5'11", which in all honestly just means I'm 6 foot, but still.
How are you?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
So you find that house okay? Yes, sir. Would you have a seat right there, please? Yes, sir.
Sit down before I throw you onto the lights, right? I'll like throw you up there and hang you like a fish, right?
What's happening? No, what? What's your name? Chris. What are you doing here tonight?
My name is Chris.
Hanging out with who? Okay.
With her.
And who is she? I don't like this.
I don't like this. I don't like you being here, right? If he walks past this frame door thing, it's actually like a window thing. I don't know. Like, it's like a, I don't know. If you go past it, right, like Rod will grab you, like kill you, right? You turn you into mist, and I don't know, throw you this way, right? But,
question for you, Chris.
23-year-old Cawthron
go.
quickly heads for the
head
front
off.
door and tries to make a run for it.
Get on the ground.
Little does he know, he's heading straight for the police staked out next door.
Go up here towards this U-Haul.
Officers take him to the U-Haul next door and hold him there because others take him to the
you know who this is, right? This is
U-Haul
Dell, or maybe it isn't actually. I don't know. No, it is. It is. It has to
next
be.
door and hold him there because another man is scheduled to arrive.
No way.
What's going on?
The next suspect never makes it in the house. Instead, he runs from police and is arrested down the street.
Got two.
Both men are brought to the station.
How tall are you?
They had to sit together in the cop car. That's funny, but this guy, he came for Luke, right? Or I keep forgetting his name. Is it Dan? I'm pretty sure it's Dan, but he was like,
What's going on?
"What's up, man?" Like, what?
Suspect never makes it in the house. Instead, he
sounded like Tobey Maguire, by the
and
way.
is arrested down the street.
Got two.
Both men are brought to the station.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Okay,
is booked.
never mind. Okay, he is massive, right? 6'4". Okay, forgive me, decoy at the house, right? I didn't know you came.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Cothram is booked.
Turn face that way.
Photographed and brought in for questioning. After he's read his rights, he starts talking.
Can't honestly say if I was going to act on anything because
Well, now, when you say act on anything, what did y'all talk about doing?
having sex.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What else did you talk about?
Anal, oral.
Did you talk about touching her breast with your mouth and stuff too?
I may have, probably.
Okay, first things first. It pains me to say, but I'm pretty sure most. Whoa! I did not register the fact that this guy had his forehead up here, right? He should have just lost it all, man. Honestly, I think he'd look a lot better, but that's not what I'm here, right? Everyone in this house, I'm pretty sure, left without any charges, just because that district attorney, you know, everyone knows. Everyone who's ever known TCAP knows what the district attorney did. But
understood and agreed upon. Are you telling me that you did not intend to engage with sexual conduct with her?
I'm saying I think it was very unlikely.
If she'd have come to the door with just a sexy shirt on,
or nothing at
or
all,
nothing at all, would that have changed what you thought was going to happen?
I probably would have went into shock and fell over, honestly.
Why?
I mean, like me, I've talked about it and then seen breasts and just completely blush and just freeze up. It's just easy to express, even overly express on the internet and on the phone.
When the detective asks,
oh man, why are you such a loser, right? Freezing up when you see a pair of boingers, right? How dare you? You gotta pay respect. But anyway,
just
whatever.
Easy to express.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me.
Even overly express on the internet and on the phone.
when the detective asks Cothram for permission to examine his computer, at first he objects because it turns out the computer isn't even his. It's his girlfriend's.
The only reason why I object is because of the involvement I don't want with my girlfriend and her children.
Do you think she has a
Oh my
suspicion that
God.
you've been doing this?
No, there's no suspicion about it, you know. It's, of course, I lied about where I said I was going earlier when I talked to her.
Yeah. But my objective is not to embarrass you with your family. Trust me.
If I get any embarrassment, it's only because I deserve it. I mean, I did something that I shouldn't have done, and...
But let me ask you this, why shouldn't you have done it?
She's 14, I shouldn't, you know, I should have blew her off as soon as I talked to her.
As the interrogation...
I mean, look, it's just something that I forget whenever I mention the whole family thing. Like, yes, it is very disappointing, but the embarrassment that comes with it. Like, imagine someone you know in your family would do something like this. Like, wow. It's like you used to hang around this person, or you used to think something about this person, like, being better than, you know, than what they show off after doing something like this. But still, like it's like, oh, you know what cousin Chris, right? You know what cousin Chris did? Like, that is really embarrassing. And again, there's no way people forget that kind of stuff. Like, you will forever be labeled a predator. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not by the internet, right? I had no clue this guy existed, right? Sadly. But your family, like your family knows you. So it's like, if they find out, also, is his hands clubbed? Because that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah. But my objective is not to embarrass you with your family. Trust me.
If I get any embarrassment, it's only because I deserve it. I mean, I did something that I shouldn't have done, and...
But let me ask you this, why shouldn't you have done it?
She's 14, I shouldn't, you know, I should have blew her off as soon as I talked to her.
As the interrogation wraps up, he seems to realize he's in deep trouble.
Haunt you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, well, we've all got to look to the future.
Well, I'm glad he barely realized that now. I mean, he should have realized that a lot sooner.
Haunt you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, well, we've all got to look to the future.
Well, this future doesn't look too bright right this second.
Like, I could never, like, imagine what having this over your shoulder would feel like. And I'm never going to imagine that. Like, come on, man. It is just such a stupid thing. Like, you're just destructive. The whole thing is so incredibly destructive that why would anyone partake in anything, right? Like, it's just, I don't get it. So, it's like whenever my channel got took down for like a couple of days, I felt like I had lost my life. I felt like, you know what? Everything I worked for, everything that I looked forward into the future was all gone. And I had that feeling, like, in my soul the whole, like, 2 days that my channel was gone, right? I was just so depressed. You know what I mean? Like, imagine this type of thing. It's like, you will forever have to deal with the fact that you were at some point a RSO. But in his case, he got lucky. The fact that they dismissed all the charges. But still, your family knows what you did. You know what I mean? I feel like that's at least something, right? That they know that you did something like that.
He's brought before Judge Kathy Hayden.
Your bail's been set at $50,000.
Oh, Kathy. Okay, Christopher Ray Cothrum was arrested during the Murphy, Texas sting on November 3rd, 2006. He was held on a $50,000 bail bond after another suspect. The district attorney refused to prosecute any of the men arrested during the sting operation, saying many of the cases were tainted by the involvement of minors, amateurs. Thus, the case against Cothrum was dropped, and he was released from jail on January 20, 2007. So, give or take 2 months later. The stupid district attorney, man. Is that it? Okay, that is it. So, that was a good watch. I never really heard about Christopher Cothrum, right? But that reminds me, this isn't the end of the video just yet. Just because this is a new guy, right? I'm gonna introduce his TCAP wiki. So, Christopher Cothrum, or Christopher Ray Cothrum, is a potential predator featured in the Murphy, Texas edition of To Catch a Predator. He's mostly known for claiming he would pass out if confronted by an underage child prepared to have sex with him. Okay, so we have aliases: Chris C. 1983, relatives, ex-girlfriend, single. Date of birth was August 1st, 1983, right? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. He's male. He's 604, and he's 285 pounds. So, biography. 23-year-old Christopher Cothrum used the screen name Christopher C. 1983. To engage a perverted justice decoy, he was posing as a 14-year-old girl in a chat. Despite the fact that his chat history is not publicly accessible, it is known that he wanted to take the girl's virginity. He informed the decoy that when he got to her house, he wanted her to be completely naked and wanted to have sex with her in the shower. I don't know what that was. Anyway, so operation and sting. A female decoy welcomed Cothrum when he arrived at the sting house. Chris Hansen then greeted Cothrum. When requested to sit down, he did so at first, saying that all he intended to do was hang out with the girl. Cothrum ended the interview and dashed from the sting house. The Murphy cops caught him as he attempted to escape. Cothrum was placed into a U-Haul next to the sting house because another child sex predator was arriving. In his police interrogation, Cothrum acknowledged discussing sex with the girl, but said it was highly unlikely that he would have engaged in any sexual activity with her. Cothrum claimed that if the girl had been naked or only wearing a shirt, he would have went into shock and fell over. After the investigator asked Cothrum if they could search through his computer, he objected as it belonged to his girlfriend. Cothrum acknowledged that he should not have groomed the child after the interrogation ended. Cothrum's charges would be dropped along with all the other men that came to the house after Louis Conrad. Trivia: in 2012, Cothrum was arrested for several traffic violations, from license to registration. Prior to conclusion of his case, he was jailed for 2 days. Cothrum currently lives in Weatherford, Texas, so he lives in my state. Great. That's just fantastic, right? That's just great. But anyway, so that'll be it for today, right? Chris Cothrum, how dare you? You just make me furious. Anyway, so that'll be it for today. Maybe a little rusty, maybe you heard it in my voice. I'm a little rusty. But I'm here. I'm back. I'm 100% back, right? But still, who knows when I'll make another video, right? It could be in 10 seconds, or it can be in 10 years time, right? Hello, welcome back to the TCAP commentary. So today we are going to watch Don Sheesh, also known as, or more like the other way around, Peter Shishka, right? I don't know how to say his last name. Siacca. Shishka? I don't know. Regardless, though, we are here to watch Peter, right? Not Parker. Peter, just normal Peter. Well, actually not normal because he's a predator, right? Anyway, so yeah, we are back finally. It's been such a very long time, but God, why am I like this? Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna watch him. Don Sheesh, I don't know what that stands for, right? It's probably a character in like a movie or something. But anyway, yeah, we'll get started. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos. I know it's been such a long time since I've released another video, but I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to record like at all. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I'll get started. Anyway, yeah, let's just why do you keep saying that?
This man pulling into our driveway is 38-year-old Peter Shishka, screen name Don Cheech. Online, he got Cheech. Shishka, screen-year-old Peter Shishka, screen name Don Cheech.
Shishka? I don't know how to say that, so I'm just gonna call him Don Cheech.
Screen name Don Cheech. Online, he goes into graphic detail of how he'd like to perform oral sex on the boy,
stroke and suck it, suck and blank,
the decoy plays
stroke
along,
and suck blank.
Don Cheech repeatedly says he's afraid of getting in trouble. We think we know why. Listen as this female decoy...
Yo, I just gotta say, like, whoever's typing up a storm, they're not typing anything, man. Like, it's something I've pointed out, like, a couple of times, but who's typing this quick, man? Relax.
Like to perform oral sex
He's like, man, I gotta type it to my MySpace quickly, right?
The decoy plays along, but Don Cheech repeatedly says he's afraid of getting in trouble. We think we...
What are you doing, man? Like, I guess he's going to this, but... Who is searching up this long...
Listen as this female decoy pretending to be Brian talks to Don Cheech on the phone.
Brian?
No, what are you talking about? What's Dateline? What is it? It's like cops or something?
What's your Dateline? I don't know what that is, right? Like, what the...
I think cops, you know.
Despite his fears of being caught in our report, the 38-year-old shows up anyway.
Come on, get it out of the rain. You're gonna get yourself all wet.
Dell from Perverted Justice now takes over the role of the boy and tries to convince the man to come inside. But Don Cheech seems very reluctant.
Hey, bro! Come on in. Come on, I gotta finish cleaning up the kitchen. I told you to come on in out of the rain. Did you not hear me?
He wants to be sure Dell is really the boy he came to see.
Pull your head off.
He's leaving again. Yeah, he's
After...
Yo, bro! Oh, it's so good, Dell, right there. You make a good actor, right? Or actress, I guess. Something. Yo, bro! Don't you see my camel shorts, right? I'm a guy.
Clean up the kitchen. I told you to come on in out of the rain. Did you not hear me?
Come on out of the rain.
He wants to be sure Dell is really the boy he came to see.
Take her head off.
Pull your head off.
Pull your head off.
He's leaving again.
Yeah, shout out. This is honestly, I think this is the first time I've heard like Ron Knight's voice whenever he was actually in TCAP. Like, I know we heard his voice in HVP when he was like, nope, got the other way, nope, right? Like, we heard him there, but here, I don't know, it's like weird. It's like I'm not supposed to be hearing this, right? Ron Knight, I was convinced he was mute up until this point, right? But you know what I'm saying. Like, it's just I don't expect to hear his voice at all. So hearing him is a little weird. He went the other way.
He's leaving again. Yeah,
he's leaving again.
After Dell refuses to take her hat off, the 38-year-old heads back to his car. That's when law enforcement moves in and arrests him.
Put the camera out of my face, please.
Or what? Don Cheech, right? Or Peter, if that even is your name, right? Peter or Don Cheech. Which one it is? Which one is it, man? Pick a name. Anyway, get the camera out of my face.
And as you're about to see...
And they put the camera, like, underneath. That's so funny.
And
like, oh, what camera? This camera right here?
See, there are more potential predators like Don Cheech who don't stay long.
Hey, Brian?
Peter? Yeah,
what?
This is Brian.
Hey. Yes, it is.
Peter Shishka was sentenced to 5 years in prison with 15 years of probation. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I see that. Ew.
Is that bad? Think it's cute?
Hey, that's me. I'm Don Cheech. That's me right there.
Do you like how I sound? Well, I'm glad I don't sound creepy.
Excuse me? Don Cheech, are you out your mind?
Do you like how I sound?
I'm glad I don't sound creepy. Do you like how I sound? What is wrong with you, man? I mean, I know what's wrong with him. Obviously, it's a severe case of the predatoritis, right? How dare he? Anyway, yes, I get what TCAP is, right? The low quality audio adds to the immersion that I'm watching this back in the early 2000s. This dude is definitely not cute nor built good. That's a rough looking 38-year-old. He kind of does. Anyway, so Peter Shishka. So his quote is, "Get that camera out of my face, please." Right? He what is it? He politely asked. Peter being gracefully defiant. Peter Shishka or Skaka. I'm just making fun of him at this point. Pronounced Skaka. Was a predator involved in the Fortson, Georgia edition of To Catch a Predator. He is best known for being the morbidly obese predator caught in The Sting. YouTube, that's not me saying it. That's what I'm just reading, right? So. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is just. First of all, what a unit. I gotta say, like, this is a handsome guy right here, right? He had the shorts, he had the collar shirt, and everything, right? Yeah, this guy was crazy. There he is now. Honestly, I think I've seen this man. I don't know. He looks kind of generic in, like, a very strange way. Anyway, aliases: Don Kishish, Anthony Skaka, Tony Skaka. I'm just gonna say shish kebab. I don't know. He's unemployed at the time of the Sting. He's single. He was born 1967. His place of birth was New Jersey, United States. He's dead. Oh wow. Whenever I find this out, this is legit, like, a first for me. I did not know this guy was, and not with us anymore. Anyway, so he died in Stone Mountain, Georgia, United States. He's male. He's 5'7". He's 390 pounds. He has gray eye color and brown hair color, which I don't know how you're able to determine a gray eye color. Like, what? Looks like brown to me. I don't. Anyway. Peter was 38 years old and unemployed at the time he began chatting with Brian. I almost dropped my laptop. A boy he believed to be 14 years old. Like many suspected predators, Peter tried at first to seem like both a mentor and protector to the boy, who pretended to be living in a broken home, asking him if he was comfortable in his sexuality and to be careful when he was in chat rooms. It didn't take long for Peter to turn it up a notch, and started to ask him about things he likes to do sexually. The decoy expressed frustration about not being able to come out in his conservative neighborhood, fearing physical assault. Peter replied to this by asking if he wants a secret lover. Over the next week, they chatted on and off to make a date for when Peter could come over and have oral sex with the decoy. They also spoke over the phone where they talked about getting away from Georgia together. As the decoy expressed boredom in the conversation and tried to get off the phone, Shish Kebab tried coaxing the decoy to remain on the phone to no avail. Okay, sting and arrest. Peter would drive 2 hours in his Hummer H3 SUV from the Atlanta suburbs of Norcross to the Sting house. It is drizzling outside when he pulls up. He automatically figures out something is wrong when Del Harvey, as the decoy, comes out with her face covered up, trying to wave him in her voice. Try to wave him in. Her voice is several octaves lower than the decoy Peter spoke with on the phone, who sounded like he was still growing into his voice. She also put a southern twang into her voice, which his phone decoy did not have. Suspicious, Peter asks Del to take her hat off to get a better look and heads back to his car when she refuses. He is quickly arrested by officers from the Harris County Sheriff's Office, never getting a chance to be confronted by Chris Hansen. As he was being carted away, the Dateline camera crew zoomed in on his face, to which Peter politely asked for them to get the camera out of his face. Okay, now we're at the sentence and death. in February 2007, Peter was convicted and found guilty on criminal attempt to commit child molestation and criminal attempt to commit sodomy. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison with a minimum of 5 years to serve, 15 years of probation, and a lifetime registration as a sex offender. He was paroled and released from prison on May 24, 2011. A whole 4 years later, Peter moved to Florida, where he still appears on the sex offender page. He later moved back to Georgia. Due to Peter's passing on October 12, 2021, a petition to terminate his probation was submitted to the Harris County Georgia court on July 13, 2022. On August 5th, 2022, it was authorized. Peter's cause of death is unknown, and his status has not been updated on the Florida registry, as he is still listed as released, subject to registration. Okay, trivia. Okay, please tell me they know what this means. Don Sheesh was the nickname of infamous New York crime boss Frank Scalise? I don't know. Chris Hansen mispronounced Peter's last name as Sika in his post-production voiceover. Okay, so he also got it wrong. Don Sheesh is also the name of a restaurant in the Staten Island, New York. Jesus. Look, that's just a little mean. You know what I mean? But anyway, what? Anyway, so that'll be it for Don Cheech, right? Peter Shish Kebab. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be it for this video. Very short video, right? I'll see what I do with it. Maybe, like, I'll make it into a short, right? No, it's probably not that short. But anyway, yeah, that'll be it for today. It's been a while since I've recorded. I just kind of wanted something light real quick so I can maybe get back into the mood of it. You know what I mean? Get back into recording, right? The last guy I've watched was Chris Urban. I think Chris Urban was the last guy I watched. So, like, this is like the first TCAP video I've watched since then. So, yeah, that'll be it for today. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos. That is my intro. Consider subscribing, man. You've made it this far into the video. I'm sure this video is like, I don't know, 5 minutes long. Like, that is a long time to watch one video, right? Like, if you've made it past the 5-minute mark, you might as well stick around. You know what I mean? You might as well find out what I'm gonna do next at that point. You know what I mean? You've made it this far. You not get what I'm saying, right? Subscribe, please, and like the video too. I've worked a super hard on this video, even though all I've done is sat here for like 11 minutes tops. But yeah, I'm glad you're here with me. You know what I mean? I would start talking and yapping away to maybe give you more to chew on, but I think that'll be it for today. Yeah, we'll see when I record the next video. I don't know. It could be in probably a week or so. I don't know. Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary, right? Listen to me. Listen. I don't think you're paying attention, right? You clicked on this video accidentally. You're going to stay, and if you don't, I'm going to kill you. Anyway, so today we're going to watch Donald Morrison. It's been a while since I've watched him, right? But I've just been on this vibe. It's like he's been creeping into my mind, right? He's corrupting me, right? I need to throw my computer away anyway. So I'm just kidding, obviously. But anyway, yeah. So we're back. You've probably missed me. It's been probably like a couple of months. I'm kidding. It's been like actually it's almost been 2 months. This will be my first video since I've last dropped that like Chris Urban video or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so that'll be it for today. If you like the video, right, like and subscribe. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm just a silly guy, right? Okay, anyway, so yeah, let's get on track here, right? So we've all watched Donald Morrison. This is my like second time watching him. You know, I can still remember seeing his grease stain on his shirt, right, or sweat stain. They're all the same, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, that'll be it. Why do I keep trying to outro? What, guys, please, right? I'm not going crazy, or maybe I am. Who knows? If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos. Oh, okay, that is the good one. Okay, that is the correct one. Check out the channel. Yeah, subscribe. I do a lot of TCAP stuff, and also police interrogations. I'm doing a true crime video like soon enough. That'll be very fun, right? But anyway, yeah, let's just get started. I don't know. I'm on my mind.
Hello. Take a seat. I'll be right there.
I couldn't find the place.
Oh, I know. It's so hard to find.
Donald
I'll be
Morrison
right there.
was one of those characters who,
One of those
had it not
guys.
been for the graphic nature of his online conversation with someone he thought was a young teenage girl, it would be comical.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just was talking to her, and she said, "Come down and visit her." I have a compulsion with for younger women, just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan.
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you get in there?
Well, her grandfather wanted me to try to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I feel like this is starting very, very soon. But anyway, okay, so one thing I gotta point out, right, is the first thing I thought whenever I saw this guy again is that maybe there's something wrong with this guy, like, mentally. Like, I'm sure you could see that. But it's just the fact that no matter what his mental state is, he's still a very destructive person, right? Like, even if he didn't mean it in a certain way or whatever, thinks it's not that big of a deal, he is still capable of hurting someone to the point of someone who's fully, like, understanding of what they're doing. I mean, like, if he were to get to a 13-year-old girl, it would be the exact same way if it was him or someone who knew they were doing bad, right? It's all the same. Obviously, to a certain extent, there are some worse than others, but it's all in the same realm. And something I needed to point out. That's one of the first things I thought when I saw him.
So they arrested me for trying for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
I see. And how did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I met her in Michigan, and I took them.
You took the pictures of the girl?
Mm-hmm.
Morrison just laid it all out there. Not only does he admit what he's doing that night, he tells me he's got a history of doing this sort of thing.
How old was the youngest girl you ever met?
17.
17.
Most of them are like 21, 22.
And tonight, though, you were willing to come meet a 15-year-old.
What is wrong with those girls? Like, I just gotta preface this, right? This guy's like 50, and like, he's really not that good looking either. Like, what is up, right?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Well, I know why.
Well, you treat this like, you forgot to pay for some candy at the grocery store.
I came to meet her because she told me that she was bored. And I said, well, do you want me to come down and meet you? And she said, sure, come on down. So I said, okay. That was it. I know it's wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. Just because when people sweet talk me, I fall.
In Donald Morrison's mind, he truly thinks that if a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay.
You say if you are ready.
Yeah, obviously, I thought it was not okay. Obviously, statutory rape, but it's the idea of like they sweet talk me and I fall, right? Like, I understand that, right? But at the same time, he's so, I'm gonna say experienced, right? He has been around for a while now. How are you that, gullible? I guess it's like, yes, it's nice when someone gives you attention. Some people might say that they don't like attention or whatever, but in reality, they do. Most of the time, like 95% of the time, that is the case. No one wants to be lonely. No one wants to have nobody hitting them up or whatever. So I get that, right? I get that. But it's just, in this case, there's just a boundary. Obviously, we all know this. We're all TCAP fans, right? We understand that this isn't the way to do it, but...
Ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard.
Buddy.
Sure sounds like you were preparing for a sex act.
I was preparing for, because she said that, I said, if you saw what I said, if you want it, I will give it to you, but I'm not going to force anything that you don't want. I'm not going to force myself on you.
That doesn't make it legal, though.
I know it doesn't make it legal.
I want you to be honest with me. If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I lack a judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged, who's not especially well-dressed, doesn't appear to have a lot of money in his pocket, is living with his...
Oh, I forget that Chris Hansen calls him broke, right? But he deserves it, right?
His parents. You're gonna tell
he still lives with his family, which is insane. I say as I'm sitting in my family's house, but it's different, right? I'm in college, right? But anyway, what can I say? I was just about to say something. Oh yeah, I don't understand the idea of like being aware that you're doing something wrong, but not being able to act upon that idea, right? Because he goes, like, yeah, I probably would have done it, but I know it's wrong. You aren't lying, right? You're just saying what people want to hear. But in this case, I truly think that Donald Morrison really thinks that he is incapable of controlling himself, even if he's fully aware of what would happen if he were to follow through, right? Like he fully understands it's wrong. There are some people that can justify it in their heads and say that it's not wrong, that everyone else is wrong, and they have made it in their heads that that the person is correct. Right, so they have a clear conscience about it. But in this case, I don't know where to gauge it, because for me, it seems like Donald Morrison understands, but just kind of thinks that he's incapable of like further judgment. I mean, he said it, but yeah.
Who was alone and willing to have sex. What do you think would have happened?
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I lack a judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged, who's not especially well-dressed, doesn't appear to have a lot of money in his pocket, is living with his parents. You going to tell your folks about this?
I'm going to tell my folks about it.
You are?
Yes, sir.
How do you think they're going to react?
Oh, I know. My mom's going to take my computer and completely throw it away.
You're 48 years old, Donald.
He's 48?
Why should you...
I mean, obviously, I know he's an older man, but...
You rely on your mommy to do
discipline
here.
Because of, like I said, lack of judgment, being lonely, having no girlfriend, physical contact with anybody. Just, just lost it.
Ultimately, Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here.
I understand the need of like a partner, right? I understand that's such a human requirement, right? Not a requirement, but need. It's a very human need, especially nowadays, right? Maybe back then. I mean, that sounds kind of stupid, but I don't know. Obviously, it's projected a lot more today with the social media stuff. But anyway, back to what I was gonna say. Like, there are just some people that are perfectly fine with not interacting with that kind of stuff, that have found happiness and like solace in other things. You know what I mean? Like, in this case, it really feels like Donald Morrison kind of has nothing to do. Like, I'm pretty sure he's unemployed. He has no friends, probably, most likely. And his only source of happiness comes from talking to other people. So, in his mind, the only way he feels good or feels like any form of stimulus is when he's with people, right? So that's whether it's through text messages, through meeting people, or trying to solicit people. You know what I mean? So let's say someone who's very creative, right? Let's say a creative person, right? Or someone who's a workaholic. They probably don't have the same level of want or need for like what Donald is feeling. Like, Donald is probably a very extroverted person who like charges his social battery by being with people, right? That's probably what his whole deal is. I mean, there's obvious people who are introverts that like to stay inside whenever they're tired, right? Like they like to get away from certain people whenever they need to socially reset. And like, I'm sure the requirements from Donald and someone who's more introverted are very different in the ways that they require it, right? Like, they're meters, their tolerance essentially is what I'm trying to get to, because Donald Morrison might have to talk to people every single day, be with someone every single day, and there might be someone who's willing to be by themselves by an entire week and not talk to anyone, and they feel fantastic. You know what I mean? And it's just something that I like to point out is the fact that he's probably a very extroverted person.
Judgment, being lonely, having a girlfriend, physical contact with anybody, just just lost it.
Ultimately, Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here. I'm probably on To Catch a Predator right now. He recognizes me finally. When you said you thought the Dateline stories were pretty bad, did you think the stories were bad because of what Dateline did, or did you think what the guys caught on Dateline did were bad?
Some of the things that Dateline did.
So wait, let me get this straight. So when you say you thought that the Dateline stories were pretty bad, are you talking about the stories or the guys who were caught in the stories?
The guys who got caught in the stories, and I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are. Once I recognized it. I recognize the voice. I don't really watch Dateline. I mean, I'm usually working 2 to 11.
Oh, never mind. He does work. So, damn, that kind of like breaks down everything I said. But still, though, that's probably his like fix is talking to people.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
I understand. I know who. I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Just saying that, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't go out.
With him mentioning his work, it really feels like he just came from work.
Dude.
You know what I mean? With
Donald,
the shirt.
You're free to walk out that door. That same door you walked in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for
for kicking me in the pants.
Kicking me in the pants and setting me straight, Chris.
I've always thought that the way he stares at him could mean like a couple of things. For me, it really feels like he feels mad at him, right? Because he's like, Chris, you ruined my life, right, or whatever. But it also could just be him trying to get across to Chris, like in a genuine sense.
Thank you for bringing
this prolonged eye contact.
Kicking me in the pants and setting me straight, Chris. Let's say it's a bit of first and a bit of last time. I'll give you permission to even monitor me if you want to.
I appreciate that.
Oh, Ron Heitman. This is probably one of the best looks he's had, right? Is the blue shirt with I don't know, he looks very HD here, right? Usually I see him like as a pixel, like in the back.
I'm willing, if I could find a counselor, I'll go to counseling.
Maybe he should have help. But I think, looking back on it now, there's also a little bit of showmanship going on Donald Morrison's part. He's thinking that if he admits he's got a problem and thanks me for giving him a
kick in the pants.
Kick in the pants, as I believe he put it, and that he'll get help, he thinks maybe he can dodge being in some sort of trouble with law enforcement. Of course, that's not going to work out very well for him.
Am I going to be arrested when I go?
We're going to kill him when he leaves
out there?
That's not up to me.
Okay.
Look at him, man.
But you're free to go.
What is that?
The way this is set up, there was some tendency for some of these guys to try to go out the front door as opposed to the back door.
Where's the door at?
Straight back.
Straight back?
Right through that door right there. He steps off that back step, which is kind of a big step, and boom, Fort Myers police are right on.
On the ground!
Look, man, I've always thought that they were so extra whenever they were tackling these guys. But, I mean, they deserve it, obviously. But still, though, like, they're like, oh, look around! And the guy's, like, perfectly still, right? And they tackle him anyway. Like, I understand that they justified it by saying that, like, essentially they're in Florida and that carrying in this state is very easy. But to be honest, that's legit in every single state. Like, that's not a factor that should change the way they arrest somebody. I like to mention that the NBC people were like, hey, like, if you can tackle these guys, like, that'll look extra good on TV. So just do that, Just say that, I don't know, you might get shot, you're just afraid he was carrying a weapon or whatever.
And boom, Fort Myers police are right on.
On the ground!
What physical threat did Donald Morrison pose? Probably not a great threat.
I knew this was going to happen when Dateline was in there.
But you never know what somebody's got on.
That doesn't matter. I like to think whenever they say that, they're like kind of telling themselves that to try to make, like, calm them down a little bit, you know what I mean? Relieve a little bit of stress and anxiety. The idea, like, well, I knew that was going to happen. It's almost like you're trying to say that you're in control, right? That you were aware that was gonna happen. So, like, it's something that you participated in and not, you know, something you were thrown into. But
I knew this was going to happen when Dateline was in there.
But you never know what somebody's got on. And you never know how somebody might react once they walk out of a house after being on television.
I'm diabetic.
Do you have any needles in your pockets?
No, sir.
Go through your knees to your chest. Roll up.
Get my glasses.
Got them. We got them.
The arrest is made. Morrison goes into, you know, a diabetic shock of sorts.
Shock.
And they didn't want to take any chances, obviously, so they actually took him to the hospital. You know, he was actually handcuffed, as I recall, to the stretcher as he went in. He was treated and ultimately released and was processed and charged.
Perfectly fine.
Donald Morrison.
Oh, no.
You're charged with sex offense against a child, fondling a victim 12 years of age or up to 15 years, and obscene communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir.
Okay.
Oh, that is one of my favorite lines, right? It's like, Your Honor, may I ask a question? And then the guy goes, no. Right, don't
15 years and obscene
don't make me throw the book at you, right? I'll kill you for
communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir.
Okay.
Donald Morrison was found guilty of computer pornography and solicitation of a minor. Man, I guess that is it. He was sentenced to 9 months in jail with 3 years of sex offender probation. Copyright. Oh, yep. Don't you worry, NBC Universal Inc. You have it all, man. I know you're gonna take the video, right? I see it right here. I'm trying, but it's also, you know, whatever it's called. What is it called? A transformative. Yeah, I'm adding something to it. It's not like I'm just uploading it, right? So you're wrong on that. Even though, whatever, just take the video. It doesn't matter. They're gonna take the video anyway. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, right? Very entertaining and very insightful, I guess I shall say. This video was less comedy and more like the psychoanalysis of Donald Morrison, right? But I just hit my head. But I enjoyed the watch, you know. I mean, I don't know how he approached the other video. I'm pretty sure I did the exact same thing, though. I didn't do much comedy. But, yeah. I'm glad I'm finally recording again. You know, I mean, this is my first video I've done, like, in a very, like, a long time. So, being able to record again is very refreshing, right? Because I'm able to speak my mind, yap away. I've been doing a lot for the true crime videos. That's why I kind of psychoanalyzed this one. I just wanted to put, you know, use a little bit of my things I've learned from the video making to this. You know, I had to watch TCAP a little bit. I mean, entertain you guys while I've been gone. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Chris doesn't hold any punches yet. Just fully roasting him. Anyway. Yeah, that'll be it. We'll see when I make another video. Who knows, right? At this point, it's so, you know, unknown when I'll make another video. It could be tomorrow. It could be in a week, right? Who knows? But yeah, just keep an eye out whenever I upload a video. And also, I just want to say something, right? I'm sure my audience doesn't really care too much to watch true crime. Necessarily, like, I understand TCAP is a form of true crime because there's like police involvement and there's crimes being committed, but I just want to make this a thing, right? I just want to put this in record. I've been working on this true crime video for a while now, and probably the product isn't going to show that I've been working for it, like, on it for almost 3 months, but I've just been having to juggle dealing with school and like making friends and talking to people, coming home from school tired. You know, playing games with friends, you know, that, you know, I keep my, you know, socialize. I also want to talk to people. It's not just work on my video. But I've been putting in some good amount of time. I've been slowly getting there. I've been recording. I've been editing at school and stuff even. And yeah, I just want to say that whenever it does come out, I really hope that you guys give it a shot. Give me a chance to showcase what I can do. It is a passion project of mine to do true crime videos. So I hope that you can just give it a shot and be open-minded to the idea of just watching even just a little bit of it. You don't have to watch the entire thing because it is going to be like a pretty long video, but I've put in a lot of work into it. The script right now as it stands is 4,560 words, give or take. And it's probably going to be more because I haven't finished the outro yet. But it's getting close to finishing. All I have to do is do the outro. Record it. Even though I've done a lot of recording, I'm almost done with that. A lot of recording, writing, editing, captioning, adding visual effects and everything and making it all look nice. I'm sure you know this, but only I make my videos, right? I set up the audio, I record, I edit everything, right? And I'm not expecting a pity for that, right? A lot of YouTubers do that. That's not it. But what I'm saying is that I'm a one-man team, and other true crime channels have a full team. They have writers, they have editors, they have voice actors, they have legal teams, they have everything. They have probably above 10 people working on one single video, right? And it is just me. If this next video blows up, right, like, of course I'll focus a lot more time onto it, right? I'll have like a proof of concept, right? So I would work a lot more harder. And for the idea of the TCAP videos, I'm not sure where this lands it, right? At some point, I am thinking of making like a true crime channel that's exclusively true crime, so that this channel would be me just like being silly and dilly-dallying, watching TCAP, watching, reacting or commentating on other things, so you guys could just still have my comedy aspect, right? But I also just want to do true crime because it's a passion of mine. It's something I want. You know what I mean? So yeah, as the matter for true crime, if it blows up, it'll probably be moved to another channel. I already have the crime channel made and everything, right? It just needs to have the video out. But yeah, I just hope you guys give it a chance. I went on a long rant. This video is probably super long. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you give me a chance. I love and appreciate everyone who watches. I don't see you guys just as numbers. Everyone knows this. You guys mean a lot more to me than you could imagine. So yeah, thank you for giving me your time. I mean, on your finite time on this planet. But yeah, that'll be it. Hopefully I'll catch you sometime soon. Okay, bye.